All right. Wow. Back once again, the official T.N.R. Harris is drinking again. Just some bullshit. I don't even want to go do my whole intro again. I'm fucking mad. You know, Ray, click that goddamn link. Now we're back up in the building. Here we go. Official. All right, let's do it. Ah, shit. You know, all right. Welcome back to another edition of the. Hold on. Welcome back to another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again podcast. Yo, Ray, big dog. Hold on, let me.
You send me a fresh link, or that's the same link that you sent me before that I can use now. Because I didn't get anything. I didn't get a new email link.
I'm gonna send you copy.
So it's a completely different link then.
Yeah, check your email right now, brother.
Okay, man. Yeah, hang on the line, so I'll be there. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, turn off the old link. Okay, because I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, here it is. Woohoo! Yee! Come on, baby, come on.
All right, bro.
Come on, make daddy happy today. Come on now. Let's do it. Come on. All right, here we go.
All right, y'all. We had some technical difficulties, man, in the goddamn beginning. I don't know what's going on. You know, but nonetheless, we're back in your face. 32 weeks in a row. Harry's Drinking Again podcast. And my brother, my right-hand man, the man who's making this thing come together even better from about 3,000 miles away on a little tiny island, my brother Ray, in the
coast to coast of a different host, giving you the most. Black shirt on black shirt, brother, man. Yeah, man. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, my brother, man. Now that we're official, I'm good. Now the first stream, maybe that was my bad too, because it wasn't telling me the number. I couldn't see the number of people watching. I couldn't see the live chat. Now I can see all that stuff. We're up in the building full effect. I was in a groove. I was in a zone.
Yeah, I know, right? Man, that's like having your pants pulled in the middle of your act. That's somebody pulling down your pants in the middle of your act. Melon, shame on y'all. Okay.
It really is. And then I had to repost this video. I didn't post a new fresh up thumbnail. So I have to go back, retitle the description, re-put the links in the description, re-put the thumbnail, and it's just like, fuck y'all motherfuckers trying to hate on me and my boy 32 weeks in a row because we ain't stopping.
32.
Before I got cut off, I was telling the people and everything. I was like, we got the clips. I figured out how to do the clips this week.
Nice clips, by the way.
Popping. The IG, the Facebook story has been popping. And now this stream, by the way, is not on Facebook. Because it need Melon needs my permissions. I'm trying to do like a Trump. Melon needs my permissions. It's no good. Melon. I just went live on Melon. It was working fine. And now it's asking me for my permissions. So fuck Facebook.
We will not build the wall. I say we will not build the wall. Okay. All right. So now we're on track, my brother. All I gotta say is that to our fans, Source Jedi, drunk, y'all, come on now. And so, all right. So now that we've been refreshed, I know it kind of threw you a little bit off the loop. By the way, I got my eye surgery. I got my glasses now, so I could read the screen. So here it is, brother Ray G with the glasses on. So, and a little bit of my Hawaiian tie, like that. You know, my
Every time I see that,
ascot.
every scene, I think that I think Woody from Toy Story. You know, I
Mhm.
can't help to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I got the Woody from the Toy Story.
Um,
Yeah.
Interesting. No banner up again today. That's that's okay.
No, because I don't want to. You know the story. Anyway, so I saw the merch. If you guys seen the clips on the merch, check out our IG. Check it out on IG, and I posted it and whatnot. You know.
We got some children's teas coming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. 1 second here. 1 second here. 1 second here. My boy Rocky ready about to sign up. Okay. All right. So let me.
Got the Haida on the sleeve. I'm gonna have to send Rocky probably a new fucking email too, man.
By the way, did you send Rocky? Because he just DM me. Did you send him the new link as well? Did you give him the refresh link
No,
so he can come on?
I gotta do that right now after I show off this fantabulous merch.
Actually, no. I'll send it to him. I'll send it to him. You just keep doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I think you can just forward it. Work.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've decided I'm gonna I get these made from the local little spot. I don't deal out there somewhere. Now we're not selling these on the website yet. Soon you can check harrisdrinkinagain.com for all your merchandise needs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By the way, it's like I can get that stuff done to you because I do the same thing, but the only difference is gonna cost you more because here in Hawaii it costs me more.
Yeah.
So, but that's the stuff I do.
We had the women's spaghetti strap last night, but I don't have that
really
off tonight. But
Oh, yeah.
Hi guys, painting a dragon while watching, so I'll be lurking. You're painting a dragon. Are you? You're a painter, or is this metaphor? Is this a Swedish metaphor for doing something sinister?
But wait a minute. You're saying that okay? Hi, sorry.
Are you a
Hi
sculptor,
guys, painting a dragon while watching. You know what? Are you recording it while you're painting the dragon, my brother Source Jedi? Because if you are, share us the art file so we can,
So I'll be lurking. I like that.
Yes,
be lurking around, bro. Don't stray away too far, Source. Just in case some of those T-Rexes, I'm gonna start calling them T-Rexes. In case those T-Rexes come up in the live chat and try to, you know what I mean? We gotta have this.
Yeah.
Source Jedi come to the rescue, with his lightsaber and shit, and fucking
Source Jedi. Yes. All right. Cool, man. All right. Here it goes. All right, man. All right.
No, man.
Painting app. Man, you ain't got to be a professional. I mean, okay, no. Now I just want to, because I talked to my son a lot about artists. You know what? What is a professional artist? Is it because you're getting paid?
I think so, honestly. I think
because you can, and then you're considered a professional artist.
Well, I think so. And according to a shout out to Orlando Brown.
Who's Orlando Brown?
He's famous from Disney. He used to be in the That's So Raven.
Oh, I know him. Yeah. The man that yeah. Orlando Brown. I know him. Yeah.
The media
from That's So Raven.
The media tries to make him look crazy and everything, but he's really letting the truth be known and spiel about Hollywood and stuff. So I fuck with Orlando Brown, but according to him, it said the definition of music is getting paid more than a penny for your thoughts. That's the definition of music, according to him.
Getting paid more than a penny for your thoughts. That makes sense. I can see that.
Oh, if you could think up something, you're getting paid more than a penny. Literally, they're getting paid more than a penny for your thoughts. He's like that's the definition of music.
Okay.
So
okay.
I don't know.
I like that. I like that definition. Okay.
But
yes, expression.
Well, because what would you say? Like, Would you say we're professional podcasters already at this point in the
Oh,
game?
hey, and you know what?
You know what I mean?
Professional podcasters. You
Like,
know,
I would
I don't
say-
know. There's something about the word professional
Like I would say, fuck
that.
no. We ain't getting like we're not. Well, first of all, don't you need 10,000 hours to be a professional at anything? That's another guy.
I don't even know the I don't even know the requirement, man.
Well, no,
I
I
don't
think
even know the requirement.
they say at 10,000 hours, you're an expert in your field. That's like a general across.
So if that is an hour, so let's figure it out mathematically. 10,000, right? Okay.
32.
So 10,000.
How many?
10,000 hours, and then our show is average what, 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. So that means we have to have 2,500 shows, but every show we have to make 2,500 shows, all 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. So we're like a long way from being professionals, bro. You know, or
So,
experts.
you know what?
That's why, you know,
Yeah.
a few more years, I'd be like, I'm an expert at melon. I'm an expert at streaming. I have 12,000 streaming hours under my belt. You know,
Unless we just turn the shit on, you know, if we don't have any limits with Melon to where we can go on 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever.
well, we
and
can't.
We're just ranting on.
We can. We have to pay for that, though. We have to pay for more. You know what I mean? You got to pay.
One more, which, yeah.
Before we get too lost in the sauce, let me attack the topic real quick. In the original title, I had because I was scrolling through YouTube and I got inspired from another YouTube channel that talked about this, and you know, they just had a quick thing about hangover cures, and they were asking the artists about their hangover cures, and I was like, that's interesting. I'm gonna copy that, so I did that. And then also the because it's episode 32, which is the opposite, you know, of 23, and 23 was such a profound episode. The Michael Jordan MJ kind of, you know, when I think 32, I think of Magic Johnson, you know, so and everything. So I wanted to talk about popular hangover cures and then some of the top athletes who ever wore the number 32.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting.
And then possibly you know, it's Virgo season, and my birthday is in a couple days. I kind of wanted to maybe go down the Virgo horoscope, you know, this and that.
Yes. Oh, before you go any further, brother man, can you do me a favor, man? See Source Jedi's thing on there. It's like blocking your face. You wanna, because I'm looking at you over here, and there you go. I mean, yeah. So okay. So 32, man. You know what? So 32. So let me know when you want to touch upon that, because I know number 32 is a very common athletic number that most famous people, athletes, carry that number.
Let's start with this hangover. Let's get this some science out the way real quick.
Okay.
I have WebMD pulled up for you know, there's just in the general drinking community, there's like, you know, oh, I need some greasy food, you know, oh, I need coffee, and you know, there's little myths, and then there's actual science about your blood alcohol content level.
Rocky joined.
Right.
And everything. Oh, wait a minute, we might have a guest on the show.
Yes, his name is Rocky. Very interesting young man, a natural artist. I
just sent the link. Let's see. Okay, we'll get into the topics.
No, I mean, we could go ahead when he'll chime in. There's nothing, you know, particular. We talked earlier, so let's continue since we're on that topic. Let's not get out of that topic.
We're gonna ask this young man as well. Let's bring him to the stage here, ladies and gentlemen. I've never met this individual via Ray, brother Ray from Hawaii, coming to the stage. Rocky from the 808s.
Yes. That sounds good.
Hey, can you get your mic volume or get a little closer to the microphone, Rock, so that way we can hear you clearly, my brother?
Yeah. I don't have any of my equipment.
Oh, okay. There you go. That sounds good.
I turned your volume up all the way over on this side.
Okay, that's okay. Harris has the you know, he's on the nerve center, so he can make that adjustment. Yeah.
I'm over here on the
Yeah.
Control room mixing board.
So, anyways, the subject that you fell into, Rock, is we were talking about like hangovers, and fill this in some more, Harris, so that way our guest here knows
Yeah,
exactly
we're
what we're
just
talking
talking
about.
about. So, I'm an alcoholic. Harris drinking again. Tonight's episode sponsored by El Mayor and Nejo Tequila, 100% puro azul agave. Go get yours today from a local liquor store.
You're drunk, yeah.
And you look like a fairly young man. I don't know if you look like you be drinking a little bit, goddamn. You look be on that goddamn Hennessy and all that bullshit, a little hypnotic or some shit over there. But I don't know. But some of the best hangover cures, we have those myths, right? Oh, I need pizza. I need some greasy food. But I just wanted to get people's opinion on that today. I got WebMD up on the screen, and
WebMD. Okay, all right, gotcha. Okay,
WebMD, and because there is some actual science about what you can and cannot do. And first of all, your blood alcohol content, you can't change that. You can't. Once I put this shot in me, there ain't nothing that's gonna get this shot out. You know what I mean? Except time. And so that's just fact number one. Other things can loosen it and everything like that. But it says right here, simply WebMD, like water. Water is simply number one. A big glass of water might be the easiest hangover solution. Alcohol dehydrates you by increasing the amount of urine your kidneys makes. Blah blah. But if you drink alcohol, drink water before you go to bed. It will curb the effects of the booze in the morning. Another drink of water when you wake up. It will help keep you hydrated. Have a sports drink to replace the sodium, potassium, and other electrolytes you've lost from vomiting or diarrhea or urine. And some people say getting fluids through an IV can help ease hangover symptoms as well.
Well, when I used to drink, and of course I had my fair share of experience of hangovers.
Harry's drinking.
One of the things that I learned was that you drink a beer, or after when you're on a hangover, you kind of do that, or a piece of bread or some shit that.
Yeah, wake up and have another shot. Yeah, because you
have another shot.
Gotta get alcohol. That's an alcoholic's form of curing a hangover. I do that often. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a little something, bro. Have a little Bailey's coffee after a night of long drinking. Wake up, just get a little Bailey's back in you.
So the part of getting drunk I don't like is fucking throwing up. I'm sorry, Rocky. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was just gonna inquire generally. So Ray's mentioned this show to me quite a bit, and it's really catchy. Harris is drinking again. Like it's got an energy to it. I'm kind of curious. I don't know if you've covered this already on the podcast, but like, where did that come from? You just decided to make something of like your alcoholic nature, or how did it come to you?
Because we're both codependents.
Well, we covered this several times. There's a deep meaning. There's a deeper meaning. The broad meaning is I'm a pothead first, but being the state that I live in, it's kind of frowned upon still, so I can't really monetize it.
Is that Utah? What was it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And so I don't, if I was in Nevada or something, I could just be out there with it. Harris is smoking again Thursday night, come down to Fremont Street. We smoke, blah, blah, blah. And then drinking is more, it's still more acceptable. I figured it was easier to get a liquor sponsor at some point than a damn weed sponsor. But I used to have a friend. Well, used to have a friend that, every time I used to, still drink heavy back in the day. But drinking's never been my go-to though. It's always been like my third.
I never liked to drink. I hate everything about drinking. Call me a wuss. I don't give a fuck.
And he would always just say, he would always call me Harris. Him, his dad, like coaches, growing up, a lot of people just call me Harris. But this motherfucker would always say, every time I'd get a little too faded, like, man, where the fuck did Coda go or some shit? Like, but man, Harry's drinking again. Like, he would always say that shit. He was just like, Harry's drinking again. He's over there.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like an inside joke to start. And then I was like, man, it's kind of catchy. And I hated it. I fucking hated it when this son of a bitch would say that, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking Harry. I used to like want to fight him and shit sometimes. And you know,
So this is you reclaiming it, sort of like what people
Yeah.
say about you, or
yeah. And then as I get older, through my transgressions, Nevada boy, you know, I've always been a business mind, kind of like I'm just always thinking of things to do. Like I'm always thinking in brands and thinking of like names and companies and shit. And I used to go by Nevada boy when I was younger and more reckless and just, you know, really repping Nevada and shit. And you know, that was my former stage name. And yeah, it was like a way of hell. I used to hate it so much, and now it's like Harry's drinking again. It's like but it's supposed to be his voice actually saying the shit. He, you know, he's yet to do that for me, so I got to do it myself. But yeah, like he say it perfectly too, man. And I'm like, bro, like you gotta fucking. It's simple. He could call in and literally we could record that shit. But
yeah, you should have Mikey
but
record that shit.
I know, but you know that's what I'm saying, Ray. It's so the other concept of the show or the podcast was like, I'm just driven, bro. You know, I haven't always been like directed my energy the correct way, but I am driven, you know, and like I've always I wanted to do music, and then I quit a lot of shit in my life too, bro. You know, I wanted to be a massage therapist. I wanted to be a fuck when I was younger. I was gonna be in the NBA. I was gonna go to college. You know what I mean? Like, and but this podcast thing was a way for me to incorporate my flaws, my strengths, weaknesses, and everything into one. And then seeing on what's going on in the world where basically everyone's just trying to monetize and YouTube some bullshit and talk about their life. I just figured I could be one of those motherfuckers too, bro.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the only podcast I really hear talked about in the mainstream is probably Joe Rogan's, and I see a similarity in the stuff that I've clicked on of yours on YouTube, just like kind of getting back to the roots of why would you listen to two people having a conversation? You know, it's fun to just be around people who can pick anything apart. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is the podcast where we discuss this thing or that thing. It's just, you know, it's just humans. It's what humans do. And I really like that. And I've been meaning to call in for a few weeks now. I've been traveling. I've been all over the goddamn place. You wouldn't believe.
Please tell us that. Please. No. First, no, wait. Rocky, first start out. Tell the people how old you are.
Okay.
And then where have you traveled and what have you done?
Yeah. Let me ask, Harris, how old would you think I am? Looking at my face right now, the sliver of my face.
Say like I'm very good at the age guessing game because it's more of your, you know, for me it's more of a, I don't know, I can't even say that because but I was but sometimes like you represent an older nature but you have a young, you know, face and everything, but I would still say I just have to say between 19 and 21. I don't know exactly, but I would say like 19ish. And then up to like 21. I get it, you know.
I'm born 97.
97. So you are 25.
I'm 24 actually. I haven't had my birthday yet this year.
When is your birthday?
It's November.
November what?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of keep my birthday to myself for I don't even know why. I don't even have a specific reason.
All right, well, November something. Okay, so you're gonna be 25. Harris is gonna be 35. I just turned 55, so we're 5.
And okay, under 25, yeah, younger energy. But I just asked a chick today whether I look closer to 40 or closer to 30, and there was a long pause, and I said, "Fuck, closer to 40. Fuck you." You know, because she's like, "How?"
You know, that's ironic. We were all born with the year ending in 7. Fuck.
If I've learned anything by like selling poems in the street, which I've told Ray about, it's if you wanna win at this game, the parameters you set have got to be parameters that you're winning already, right? So you're already losing if you're giving them the power of 2 options that one of them is not the one you're looking for, right? I don't know how well you
give us an example. Give us an example, Rock.
Like if you had asked, like, do I look closer to 25 or 35? like automatically, what if like at the worst, if she says 35, which is realistic, you look like around that age anyway, but
All right.
it's a winning game in that case. It is what
Wow.
that would
Yeah,
be my
understood.
advice to you, Harris, to my new drunk
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
so tell us the places you've been, because
Well,
this young man has traveled. Oh, go
well,
ahead.
well, places you've been, but hold on. Let's start a little bit of
Okay.
back. You said you're born in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
What city and state were you born in? And just kind of, bring us through your upbringing. Just
Perfect.
a basic kind of just upbringing, and then we'll kind of go.
Well, I was born at the same hospital as Obama down in Honolulu. And I was raised from then on in Waianae. What was I doing in Waianae? Fucking around. I have a lot of siblings. My whole family's different. We're all eccentric or strange, or like, so all of us were homeschooled, for example, and we were Jewish, even though my parents, neither of them had that lineage, right? That was like a decision that they made together. They're both from the mainland, so I'm not Hawaiian, I'm not any Polynesian. I'm just sort of like a secondhand transplant, I guess you could say, into Waianae, Makaha most specifically. And I love it there. That's my home. The most important thing I could probably say about myself from my childhood is I was as young as 11 when I realized I wanted to make films. I wanted to make movies. Because, and that wasn't really even a decision. Like, that was what I ended up doing. If you hear people say you should do what you love for your work, I was already just like writing down ideas, just things I thought should be movies. I didn't know what to do with it. They weren't script by a long shot. I would just write down what I think would be interesting. And I was doing that so much. I had wanted to be a marine biologist just because I was obsessed with sharks and stuff. But there was like this idea that, so I was homeschooled, but I got through high school because of Sea Rider Productions at Waianae High School. It's an excellent media program. And I didn't have social skills. I didn't have a reason to want to be at high school because the GED is not that hard to get we were really smart being homeschooled. So I could have got that. My only reason to power through all that really was this idea of myself. I didn't even probably really know what it meant, what Hollywood really was. But all I knew was like, I want to direct films. I want to write films. I want to make movies. And any opportunity that was along those lines, I kept jumping at it. I would watch movies and break down what I liked, what I didn't like. I'd listen to other people tell me like, why did you hate that movie? Why did you like that movie? What's this? What's this speaking to you? And so I must have been at that for 13 years now. And that's, of
You're
course,
gonna love watching the movie with me and my son, man, because my son, like you, he
Mhm.
wants to make movies as well, and we break it down like that. So go ahead,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, so I've been to a number of colleges actually, in and out. I've been a very fickle person with my decisions, but it's been a good thing. And everywhere I go, I find some kind of inspiration, and everywhere I go, I find a new perspective I never would have thought of. Someone who wants to.
Let me ask you this: do you think, because of the vast understanding and knowledge of movies, do you think you need, because I have this discussion with my son Dylan all the time too, is that, do you need to go to acting school or do you need to go to film school, with
No,
today's technology and everything?
as far as I'm aware of, in any creative field, my opinion, when they ask me this specific question, because it comes up a lot, is like, if you don't have any of that ability and you're looking for a place for it to come from, if you're good at school, then go to school, like get a degree in whatever it is you're trying to do.
I agree.
Otherwise, if you think that's some step in between you and getting good enough to make money off of your creative interests, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's the most frustrating thing to me in society, because everybody at some point wanted to do something creative when they were a kid, and someone told them, or life told them, since you can't sustain yourself and make money off of it, you shouldn't bother, or you're not good at it.
Can I just kind of add my 2 cents on
Yeah,
that philosophy right there? This is because
Yeah.
I went to college and I got my degree in business and everything, and yes, you're right. I don't disagree. Like, do you need to go to school for this? Do you need for that? Not necessarily, but here's what I can say: the ones who went to school, um, I tell my kids when they were at that age where it's almost getting ready to go to college, I tell them, look, you're going to college not to get a good job. You're going to college to understand who you are a little deeper, your time management, your stress level in terms of your task. You're going to working, going to school, freaking
So,
probably have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. So, and
bro,
knowing, and then partying on all the temptations in front of you. And so, but the difference I see with people that went to school is not that they're any better; they're just a little bit more disciplined as compared to the ones that never went to school because they don't like school or whatsoever. When it comes to the real deal, especially when you're an artist, because when you're an artist, it's all about work.
can I play devil's advocate? What are
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
Are they more disciplined? Yes, they're more disciplined, but at the same time, more sheepish, more like
That's true. That's
more
true.
people that go to
That's
college
true.
are more like people that go to the military, more like just tell me what to do, like more they're you know
Yeah,
what I'm
they're more
saying?
programmed. They're institutionalized.
Yeah.
Institutionalized.
It's complex. I got a lot of opinions and I got a lot of things to say. I could say about college because it's really there's so many facets to it. Because in general, I would say with the price of it and then like the likelihood you actually get a job and a lot of other factors, I genuinely think that the standard, like we expect our kids like go to high school, go to college. At this point in time, that expectation is fucking insane and the most ridiculous thing I think you could pressure your kid to
That's
do.
true.
Because if you're gonna go in all that debt, which you most likely are, you better be getting
Yeah.
something really fucking good. And the majority of jobs you could get, like a technical school, would like have you do the thing instead of talking about doing the thing, or
Right.
else whatever you're interested in should be your interest and not a
Right.
job. There's a big difference, like what you're gonna force yourself to do for money versus what is actually gonna be like lucrative and what you should spend your time on to support that. Or I think I got that
Correct.
backwards.
See, actually,
yeah.
so to me, whenever we talk, me and Harris has talked about this over and over again. For you to accomplish anything, whether that's in film, whether that's in, what we're trying to do, you need a team, and that's the part I'm trying to say, because there's a lot of people out there, especially, and I'm not trying to put anyone in a particular box. It's all a matter of a mindset. It's kind of like this. I could only go by, like, say, when hip hop first started coming out, and I was in the forefront of that. Say you have a group of maybe 10 guys or whatever. Okay, there's always that friend that wants to be the DJ. There's always that friend that wants to be the DJ, and that's what they love to do. And then there's that one friend that likes to hold the camera, like a big old VHS camera, and you're doing it for fun, for love, whatever, for each other, for rep, whatsoever. So you have that other friend that wants to DJ. Then you have another friend that wants to hold the camera, do videos and shit. And then you have another one that, then you have your rapper, then you have your beatbox, and then you have someone that the mixologist and all that, the DJ. And then you always got that friend that's a little bit more business minded, that's out there, that's gonna do the poster and all. That's what I did. I'm the motherfucker that used to go to like Berkeley or some shit like that, and we freaking hang all the posters, tell everybody what's up and everything, invite them to the party, invite them to the show. You'll always have those. So that's maybe what, 5 motherfuckers that's in that,
I
5
see what you're
motherfuckers in
saying.
that.
You need your
But
team.
that
You need
the problem with the problem with it is that you are lucky if you happen to have friends, and they don't necessarily have to be good. Everybody's just willing to take their part. The problem with that is you usually find that at college. You may not all finish college, but you all are in that same industry. You guys are focused on that. But when you find that out in the streets, someone may know how to, like, say, DJ or video, but they are as they're so flaky as fuck.
Yeah.
And then their
Right.
mentality is like, oh, I'm not getting paid, oh, I don't want to do it.
No, I see
That's
what
my
you're saying.
problem.
I see where you're going with this, and I do agree with you for the most part. I really I have a lot to say, and I don't know if I could condense it all into it, like very quickly. But
Hey man, you got 20
I'm not
minutes, man. Go for it.
anti-college. You know, I
Yeah.
keep going back to college, and it's got to be
Me neither. Hey,
minimal for the actual instruction. I go there to meet people. I go there for facilities. I've got a million different reasons, and it's never.
That's what I was gonna say. Not to cut you off. Finish on that topic. Isn't that really good for college? Like, you know, they have like the, what is it called? The fraternities, the Sigma Phi Pi, and Sigma this and this. But the people that really control the fucking world, the music industry, the business, the finance, the banking industry, you know, all these brothers and sisters come from those fucking fraternities and sororities. So I've understood that college, for those people that are, you know, indoctrinated into the religious ranks or whatever it is, when you grow up, when you go to college, and you know, and it's really good for connections, because maybe that person you went to college with, they're now a sheriff of this small town. This person's the head banker.
What Rocky's doing is actually smart. Yeah, he's picking his team from the college because they have a reason to be there, and
they are going to be
a lot of. Exactly. Like say for instance, you want to build a basketball team. Like how many basketball players, since we're going to talk about numbers of sports stars later on, do they really, like a lot of them freshmen, and then fucking they're freshmen, they get there, then they're in the NBA, you know what I mean? And I see the same thing in film as well. It's like you don't have to be the A student in film. What the fuck does that even fucking mean? You know what I mean?
And Rocky, continue with what you were saying though. Sorry, I just had to.
Yeah, no, that's all good. So based on what I hear you guys saying though, you're thinking very much like how you do things, you know. I get a vibe from you guys. You guys are good networkers. You guys know where you guys can see a thing and you're like, this fits well here. But me, for example, I've met a lot of people who do end up doing a lot of fascinating things, but I'm not so good at keeping in touch, you know. So you guys are thinking from your perspective, like I think that you, from what I'm getting, you guys probably did pretty well in college. You probably got some crucial experiences if you did go yourselves, right? But
no, I actually, my grades in college were like just barely passing. But like when I went to college with the same purpose, I'm like I'm there to pick the ones that's like gonna be on my craft. So that's, you know.
But I'm now tens of thousands of dollars in debt, though. I've stopped doing that because the game has changed. So I hear what you're saying, and I agree that like the networking capacity is phenomenal, but there has to be something else now, because at the cost of the full university experience, like a community college is very useful. I highly recommend that.
Absolutely.
And that's affordable.
Absolutely.
I could be in that right now, but
absolutely. I 100%. I mean, especially like in film, it's not a matter of like, oh, I got this degree at 4. Who gives a flying fucking fuck? It's all about like, what project are you doing? I did this, I did that, and whatnot. So, and that's the reason, that's the purpose of this show too. I mean, don't get the name Harris is Drinking again because we're just talking about drinking. No, this is an artist forum. This is exactly what you're trying to find. If you said, and I totally respect what you said there, Rocky. You said like, you know what, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, but this is what I like. This is the place that we're hoping for, where your lighting guy, your sound guy, your audio guy, your grips are gonna come from. This would be the hub. We would like for them, because we respect all of them.
What do you guys, or Harris in particular, where do you see this podcast going? What does it mean to you?
Oh,
like,
man.
what's on the horizon?
What's on the horizon?
Yeah.
Just man, big things. Like I see us getting monetized. That's on the future horizon. So I am trying to play by the rules a little bit. But I'm not PC. I am a fucking old school anti-vaccine pandemic. Believe the government's full of shit. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X,
anarchists.
All the greats. You know, SP. I believe that when you get too big of a voice, when you speak too freely, that they try to come kill you. Real shit.
That depends. I need to cut in right there real quick, because there's this quote. I'm actually look it up. Oh,
yes.
If you want to continue for a sec, I gotta find this quote because it's so relevant. You said they'll kill you for telling the truth, right?
Whoever they are.
Damn straight.
Somebody will. I don't know. A hit team, hit squad, somebody motherfucking assassinate your ass.
Because that's true. But there's this talking about for years. It's Oscar Wilde even. He says,
Oscar
if you want
Wilde,
to
yeah.
the truth, you better make them laugh. Because otherwise they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Could you repeat that again, Rock? Could you repeat that again?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful quote.
If you want to tell people the truth, you'd better make them laugh or they'll kill you.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
R.I.P. George Carlin, R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal. You know, R.I.P.
Shoot.
So many great comics. Sam Harris
so
and
many,
Sam Kinison and all these guys.
Yeah, Robin Harris. Yep, Robin Harris. Absolutely. Yep. Richard Pryor.
Harris,
Yep. Red Fox. Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I believe those guys. Cat Williams is still with us though, but Professor Griff years ago said that Cat was going to go through some problems, and he did. And he's still here with us. Mike Tyson's still here with us. You know what I'm saying? Corey Holcomb right now is a 5150 show. Is like taking the reins for real men and real, you know, just real speak. You know what I mean? So for the future of this show, for one, I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun, and it's just enjoyable. But I'm understanding that this is a business, but it could be a way out of the matrix, so to speak. You know, this is kind of the millennial. You know, I'm a generation Y. You know, I know they're trying to phase us out. They go from the X to the Z/millennial bullshit, which is what you are. You know, not that it's bullshit, but you know, I'm a generation Y, man. Late 80s babies. Before all this, you know, cushiony stuff that they started pushing too much, you know, this PC nonsense is like for the 20 years that we've been in this bullshit. Ever since 9/11, they fucked the world up, bro. I'm telling you, man. 9/11 was truly the day for my generation, because you were what, 4 years old. So I'm talking about, bro, I remember the day you know, the craziest thing. I was in West Wendover, Nevada. I was in a wood shop class, and I was wearing a New York jersey the day of 9/11, bro. Can't make this shit up. You know, back in the day they had the FUBU jerseys, FUBU 05, but then they started doing the knockoff jerseys. Like you'd get them at Penny's or some shit. I started seeing them at Walmart. Like certain cities, like Atlanta had one, Houston, New York, Los Angeles, and it had a number attached. And New York, I had the jersey that said New York 87. And and I remember 9/11, bro, it was black and gray, almost like the Raiders and shit. It said New York, you cheap ass jersey, bro. But that was the in style. And that was 9/11. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting off.
Do you know what FUBU stands for? FUBU?
For us, by us, motherfucker.
There you go, brother, man. I just want to check your brother checks.
Come on, man. I actually
come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Man. Love you, man. Okay,
shout out to what's his name? Damon Thomas. I got the book. I got his book, The Power of Broke. Damon Thomas.
I heard of that. Yes, sir.
Damon Thomas. I forget his name. But The Power of Broke. I read halfway through the book or whatever, but anyway. So when when someone asks me something like that, man, I have no choice but to go with my true kind of like, and that's like a spiritual, almost like a realistic. I just see myself sitting there because I'm having fun, bro. Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. I gotta work in the morning. I'm like a regular ass dude, yada yada yada, having fun. But because I've been such a student of YouTube so many years, and I mean I've really been sitting back, bro, like peeping this YouTube shit before I even started. I've thought about everything, bro. I think about.
Can I ask you a question actually before you go on a little bit too much more with that? So this is about coming out of the matrix for you, you know, like pushing through the bullshit, doing something that's true, right? It's a little funny to me just because your method of doing that, right, is you're trying to get monetized on YouTube.
Is being in the matrix, yeah.
The single biggest pile of shit, one of them at the very least, in terms of like what, like the way that they censor stuff, or what is allowed to be monetized, all their ridiculous layers of bureaucracy and bullshit.
Right. I love that.
But like that is playing the game, isn't it? It's like, because you said it's about coming out of the matrix, but it sounds more to me like just at least that pull from within the matrix to something else that might be something greater outside of it.
Yeah, for me, when I say the matrix, right, like we're in it no matter what until you die. You can live off the grid as much as you want. I got a little acre of land that I have some dreams of, like literally living off the grid, right? But you're in the matrix. But yeah, this method of trying to get monetized, still play by the rules a little bit, play some music that's not going to get me claims and stuff. But when I really say out the matrix, really, it's just there's a certain dollar amount. I won't say on live on air, but there's a certain dollar amount in my head that I have that to me is fuck you money. You know what I mean? To everybody else might not be fuck you money, but I feel like I can get the fuck you money that I need through playing their game. And maybe I can't because I just told my fucking plan. I just told my plan. Thank you for being fucking investigator of the year. Fucking reverse engineering this shit on me, the host of the show, to give up my plans. Maybe you're really working for YouTube. Maybe you and Ray constructed this little plan to take over.
Man, he's on to us. Damn.
And you asked me the question. Right. I reveal. Oh, so I brought that up. I brought that up to Ray, and I heard this on another podcast. And maybe you would like to chime in on this. That this shit's so layered and so they already got their bots and their little engineers listening, and YouTube has like a real people looking over your content, make sure it's legit, that when we speak our actual dreams into existence, part of the AI that they have in place, or the algorithm, because it's taking our voices, our feelings, our emotions, even though the whole argument is, well, AI can never have real feelings and it can never have a soul, but it's literally the music in the background, the certain emphasis that somebody's saying something with their voice, it's picking up on all that stuff, and that when we speak our dream over the mic, there's actually possibly a team or people listening that are already on top of it, like putting your fucking dream into existence.
So they're collecting all the data, information, and everything, and putting in a source
going on in real time.
Yeah.
We can sit here, us three of us right now, talk about our dreams. Oh man, I wanted to do this. I want to do this. And because we are monitored in the matrix, these cocksuckers, fuck you, you fucking letter boys listening, trying to censor us, just fucking men trying to speak. And they're already taking our ideas, bro, that there's already maybe somebody listening. Oh, it was this podcast, he said this, that was a good idea. I don't know, it sounds kooky, but I don't put that
does that sit gentlemen, does that sit comfortable with you?
No, it makes me very uneasy, bro. My butt cheeks are kind of clenched up right now. Like,
let me ask you something then. I'm curious, what do you think the solution is to that? Because obviously we got to live in a world where if somebody's got something to say, they can say it.
And there's always going to be somebody in control.
Won't take it down. But also at the same time, we need to live in a world where if someone tries to upload child porn to a public site, there needs to be something in place that can catch that shit quick and prevent it before it spreads like wildfire or wherever the fuck happens. So how do you think as humans we can possibly gauge, like, you can be anywhere in the world with an internet connection, you can upload anything in the universe to YouTube. There has to be some force, there has to be some part of YouTube that can filter some things, and it's impossible to determine what entirely should be filtered 100% and what should not. How do you think we as a society should filter or should gauge what is acceptable?
Could I answer that question?
Course,
okay, I'll answer that question. Okay, unless Harris, you want to answer that question, up to you.
I will rebuttal. I will follow.
Okay, all right. So, to answer that question, it's gonna be there. It's always been there. It's always gonna be there. It's always been there since monitoring, policing. There's always that. It's always gonna be there. Is it a necessary evil? I personally think it is. The part that really bothers me is that when I'm trying to do something truthful, real and honest, and it just happened to not fit the narrative, and then you cut me off, I got a problem with that. But yes, but if I'm doing something like pedophilia, criminal, or something malicious, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's to protect, because one day I'll be a grandfather. I don't want my grandkids
But
to hear that and stuff. So yeah.
this is what's so curious to me, right? Because anybody can sit back, and I actually agree. I already said I think YouTube is a heaping pile of shit. But anybody can sit back and think like they're censoring the hell out of it, they're silencing the people. This is fucked up. But it can become really hard to draw that line. Because, for example, let me ask you: if someone goes on YouTube and they say, "I think we should all meet up at this time here to go and cause chaos and destroy a bunch of shit and hurt people," obviously I would say that sounds like the kind of thing where we have to determine as a society if that video is even allowed to stay up.
Right.
You're
I agree.
organizing to hurt people or to cause damage, right? So
Right.
how, in this world where anyone can communicate as fast as humanly possible via YouTube, anyone can upload something that sounds similar in terms of like, it's time for a revolution. We need people in the streets. We need to overthrow people, like the businesses that are ruining, like a very similar thread, but
Yeah.
with honorable intentions. Something we can all vibe with, something that needs to be out there.
Yeah.
But there's just so many similarities. Maybe you have someone whose heart is in the right place, but their choice is a little bit fucked up.
Like
Maybe they're a little too,
like, and I give a channel, like, I don't know if you follow Black Magic 363, but like I fuck with Dr. Phil Valentine, Brother Rich, Sinetta. I used to fuck with Brother Polite, and then he got off on some weird shit. All those conscious brothers are on some weird shit. The only thing I would say, and I'm not smart enough. I don't know. This AI that they got that they're using to determine what's this and what's this. I would just say,
go ahead.
I would just say, like, if I would say I don't give a goddamn if they had a goddamn skinhead party every Thursday night at 9 p.m. and they said let's go lynch us a bunch of niggers, right? Let's go there. Let's go lynch us a bunch of them boys. God damn it, Now, the talk is one thing, but this is how I don't know what this is. It makes me I don't know those terms, liberal, all this nonsense, politics. But this is my thinking. I would like to live in a world where, and I've said this before on this channel, everybody should be able to speak their speak, because the freedom of speech is gone. It's still there, but it's really gone. It's like it's so convoluted and shit. And by the time my kid's 30, it's scary. Now, the only thing I could say is like there should be an AI strong enough or something to catch, right? If you're uploading child porn, I mean, I can't upload nudity right now. It knows when there's a dick or a pussy or a tit. So there should just be a no nudity policy.
Yeah.
There should be, if you're talking about cartel videos, beheadings, choppings, there should be. I don't know, but the AI to me is technologically advanced enough to catch like gruesome screams, like anything, anything like just really maybe
already there. Things are getting complicated, right? Because let's say I want to do a podcast, me being my alt edgy emo self, and I just want to be able to press a button like you do, and I want to hear somebody scream because that's just my aesthetic. And now your AI, if you own YouTube, your AI has now just taken down my video that contains no nudity, no violence, no
because of the screaming.
Yeah, because of the scream.
No,
so it's already robots aren't us.
Well, I'm just thinking like no, you're right. So, but I'm just thinking maybe like like an actual, like it should be smart enough to like if we're on live and you want to press a button like some chainsaw shit, that should be cool. I'm talking about like simply the file of a child porn, or a file of like a I'm torturing this kid in the basement of my house. I'm gonna post it. Like it should. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
But
to me,
I think. So my argument here, what I'm trying to say to you is, I understand the frustration at YouTube, but at this point in time, AI is not that smart. That's what I'm saying, and I feel very confident.
It's not. Yeah, and the problem I have with that is because everything on an AI, in my opinion, right now is on a general term. In other words, like you said, if they hear like a blade saw or something, or someone screaming, they generally think. My problem is that, let's say, for instance, all these, like, say, I want to say ideology or narrative. It's when the big boys tries to cancel you because of your narrative.
Yeah,
Your
that's
narrative,
the thing.
especially
That's
if the truth. I have a problem with that.
Yeah. No, we're on
yeah,
slippery slopes, man. We're on.
that's the thing though. Again, once more, I agree. Places like YouTube, their censorship is inhumane. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
seriously, you can do a lot of damage with a little bit of
Yeah.
censorship.
Yeah.
That's not very
No,
carefully done.
they
But at
are,
the same time, like,
already have.
what if I made a
Yeah.
video that is obviously fake to any human being in terms of you can see the cuts in the angles or whatever, but to an AI, you have a kid being beaten violently by their adult because that's the short film that I made.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
I wanted to represent. So
I think I have an
wanna-
answer for that, though.
Yeah,
I think I have an answer for. You know what? I think eventually, moving forward, everyone's gonna have their own portal. In other words, it's gonna be the power of your website. The reason why, I mean, let's think about this, right? The reason why we're using Melon to get into YouTube is because we put that platform because that is where people are basically surrounding themselves at YouTube. That's where the eyeballs are, and so we put it on that. And so when we put it on YouTube, then YouTube has a say so on, they can conduct what they want to show to the audience. But if you have your own website, your own platform, where your I would say your true followers and your true audience can come into. I mean, you're so powerful enough to where you're like, you know what, YouTube, Facebook, all of you platforms, we don't need you. And that's exactly where we want to go with this. Is that all it is that one day Harris is drinking again.com, and people just know, and then we can do like public service announcement. We can push notifications and all that stuff. On Harris is drinking again.com. And they know, and then from there, because it's your own platform, it's your own digital hub.
But see, what
They can't interfere you with nothing anymore, man.
Well,
It's up to you.
what I think you're kind of speaking of is this, like, this neural link that Elon Musk is coming up with. They kind of spoke about it to where, okay, like, literally, ain't nobody leaving without our phones. Like, our phone is our shit.
That's your brain.
In the future, this shit's going to be right here. And I'm not for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope to be off this fucking earthly, whatever this bullshit rock is before this shit happens. But, where you receive a message, you get a notification instead of to your phone. We're not far from that. That's the scary part, bro. All this
we're there.
shit flying through the earth, and people are already walking around wearing the Apple watches. And I work in the hospitality industry. People are tapping their wrist to pay for shit, and the fucking receipts printing out. I'm still expecting cash or card. Motherfuckers are coming up, deep, tapping shit, paying for shit, and I'm like thinking, but they were speaking about it, bro, and he was saying the 5G technology, what they're trying to come up with, their 6G, is literally, instead of the notification going to your wrist on your phone, it's literally they embed the wires in their brain. Everybody goes in for their mandatory, because everybody went and got the mandatory vaccine except me. Thank you. Yep, I'm still here free. You know what I'm saying? Me and my bloodline, fucking, we ain't got that bullshit, and I ain't getting it this winter either. Fuck you, motherfuckers. But that's a whole nother topic. Because we ain't done with that. Oh, they're still gonna come back for the 20% of the country that didn't get it. And I'm gonna be first on the list. I'm gonna shit myself, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be so scared when I see a fucking one of our own army, like, or something, or Men in Black outside the door, and they got the fucking big old SWAT van, and they got the hazmat suit at the door with the needle and it's like, I don't know, bro. I think that's when I'm gonna choose the just
They're already doing that with the IRS. They're like teaching IRS agents to be like freaking, like SWAT teams.
Hey, while we're on this subject, a side note, what do you guys know or hearing about this? How the Chinese are doing it, a personal credit score or something? How the Chinese?
They've been doing that shit for a long time, man.
No, but we don't know.
They
about
judge
that.
you by your credit score.
But
they
not like
judge you by your credit score to get a job to do this. Yeah, man.
No, not like but like how the credit system, how they have it, like you're born with the number, like you're number 4.
Social security, Social security number.
No, not even that. No, bro. Like I'm talking about the level of what is it, totalitarian or authoritarian dictator. Yeah. I don't know all these terms, whatever. I just know the totalitarian, authoritarian, and dictator are all some fuck boys. They're all some fuck. We don't want none of that. So but in China, like you're born with the number, and it's like, how we're so free in this country, bro. Even though they're trying to take away, they're trying to take away freedom of speech. YouTube sucks. They do, but compared to like where in China, like you can't even have YouTube or on like their TikTok is just educational shit. Like you can't access dumb fucking videos. Like they control what you think, but it's apparently you're born with like a number.
Right.
And they
Hey, Rock, can you turn on the light there, man, so we can see your face better, man, if possible, unless you like it like that.
Yeah, sun's setting out here. Let me see. There we go.
There you go. Okay, that's better.
But apparently, like, okay, like for me, I'm a bad boy. I don't want to get their shot. Right. So I would be like, I'd get deduct points. I have a podcast and I speak about just stuff that they don't want me to speak about, so that would lower my score. So therefore, when
these motherfuckers gonna send you to freaking Siberia like they did Edward Snowden, bitch.
So therefore, when I go to the grocery store, but this is how scary this country is going, bro. And this is what I'm starting to realize. And Ray, I do want to say something on this channel. I've spoken about voting and stuff. Now, I still don't know about the thing, and I get why some people do and some people don't. But
as far as voting,
just voting and this and that, I actually wish that a large number would not vote and see how that would actually sway and turn out. And I get the draw of voting. I don't want to direct the conversation on that, but if we're in this country to where like they start censoring this bad, bro, and it's only getting worse to where we can't even speak about nothing. Or even if they start to say, hey, there's a rule. You can't come on, men can't come on can't do live screens, right? Showing their fucking shoulders or some shit, right? You got to put it like, that's how crazy we're getting in this country, bro. Like, oh, you can't have Harris drinking. No, it's drinking, like, so I don't know. You guys take it from there, whatever the fuck. We're just getting off on a tangent now, but the whole freedom and everything, and we still got to get to where this man's been. Where's this man?
No, we haven't answered that question. Rocky, shut the fuck up for a second and let us ask the question, man. All right, so tell us about your travels, my young man,
and tell us, okay, your travels and how that compares to the U.S., my brother, and just because it seems like you're a wealth of knowledge, bro. And
please share us your experience.
So I went to Canada for the first time this year. And
shout out Justin Trudeau.
It felt like the US, if the US was a little less aggressive overall, I have to say. It was really interesting. Everybody, for the most part, they talk like us. But then, like, the sheer number of, like, immigrants that I met, for example, also, I found out Canada is very chill with immigrants.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, but
I got family up in Canada. Pretty much, I would say half my life, half of my young life. Put it this way: I knew Vancouver, the city of Vancouver, which is the west side of Canada, before I really knew the streets of San Francisco. Because I spent a lot of summers there and winters there. So yeah, Canada is super clean.
I was in Niagara Falls, Toronto, and Montreal.
Yeah.
Each of those places for at least a few days, but Montreal was for a few weeks. Um, and it was it was interesting. It's interesting to see kind of the American format, but in a different context. Where
Yeah.
I mean, they say Canadians are nice, and I definitely saw a lot of that to be true. But my
True.
question was like, why? I'm very curious. So, like being from Hawaii, uh, I have a
Yeah.
theory that the peaceful, loving, aloha spirit culture that we associate with like everyone in Hawaii being so like loving or like relaxed, I think it comes from a lack of winter. Like in comparison,
Ah,
people from America and stuff, they seem hardened because they know that like you have this much time to enjoy your life while things are warm and fun, and then for
true.
this much time, you better have your shit together or you're gonna freeze and fucking die outside, right?
Right.
That's like
Right.
essentially the backdrop. Whatever you're doing in your life, in most places in America, there's always that looming concern, and you don't have to have that looming concern in Hawaii. You don't have to worry about getting your ass eaten by a bear. You don't have to worry about freezing outside. You don't have to worry about horrible weather conditions.
Mosquitoes. You don't need to worry about snakes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was I talking about? So,
Yes. So
trying to dissect
yeah.
in my head why people are so nice in Canada, it just really gets me thinking about like the history of America and like what
Can I
makes
can
us.
I answer that question? Can I answer that question?
Yeah,
I think the
yeah,
reason why Canadians are nice people is number one. Though Canada is a bigger landmass than U.S.,
hmm,
the quarter or maybe a little bit more than that of it is nothing but ice and coldness, and you can't live in it. Number two, because of their government, let's face it, Canada is a socialist country. Like my cousins were able to get like allowance from the government until they're like what 14 years old. You know, hospitalization and whatnot. My grandparents in the middle when they were older, we moved them to Canada because the federal government in Canada is going to provide their home care. And so it was cheaper for the whole family. And then having those securities, and back then Canada, produced their own oil, and also a lot of people, like if you're a criminal in the US, there's two places you can go. You could either go to Canada, or you can go to Mexico if you're a if you're a political asylum. So when you done dirt in your homeland and you go to Canada, then you got to be like, okay, that could be a part of it. That's just my theory. um why are they nicer? Because you have those securities and everything. However, when the shit hit the fan, which is within the last 2 years, like what happened to the truckers and what happened to what's going on right now, and they have a very weak leader, like we have a different weak a weak leader. Then the truth starts coming out. Because I remember when I was in Canada, my cousin and I used to have this debate, like, oh yeah, Canada's better than the U.S. We have this and then whatnot, and this and that. And all my cousin had to say was that we have oil, which we doubt Texas does too, but they are still producing oil. And then they said that what, but we have free medical benefits and everything like that. But that was the time when I really didn't know the intricacies of their medical benefits. Turns out that yeah, you can have the general hospitalization and all that, but when you need major surgery, motherfucker, like cancer and shit like that, they don't have that program. You're on a waiting list. In America, it may cost us more, but we have that kind of. We have John Hopkins over here. So if you need advanced treatment,
Yeah.
United States is a
But,
place to go. Canada doesn't have that.
yeah. But finish.
So to me,
Well,
like okay, and then after what happened to the truckers, where they started a GoFundMe, and
well,
then what happened? What did Trudeau do? So like fuck that, man. I'm taking your bank account and it's mine now. You're closer. We're giving you sanction. I'm not for that. So you know what? With that, fuck you. I don't fucking need that socialist bullshit here, because that socialist to me is no different than communism.
but for
So
Rocky, yeah, but continue though. What were before Ray goes on his long tangents here? What were you saying, bro? Where?
I was just gonna say like America, for as long as it's been America, it's always been rooted in fighting
oh
to
yeah,
just be
crime.
taking land, fighting to take other people, always like pushing this direction, that direction. For as long as there's been in America, America has been like just hard. That's just the whole point, you know. Like you see something, you want it, you got to take it. And I'm not gonna inherently say that I think that's all negative and that's why America's a piece of shit. I'm not gonna say that I can love America for it either. I view America as a family that drives me completely fucking nuts, and I cannot believe the shit that my family would do. I cannot possibly imagine like the weight of calling myself part of that family in a world where that family is fucking over every direction in a lot of different ways. You know, a lot of
So
different
it's a dysfunctional but a functioning family. Was that what you're saying?
no, it's like a dysfunctional family that's brilliant, that's complex, and but at the same time, like
eccentric.
you can't deny that your family's killing people and ruining whole countries. And like I'm a realist. I'm a realist through and through. If there's positive and negative to something, I can see all the positives. I can see all the negatives. I see a lot of negatives for America, and I see a lot. In truth, there's a lot of positives. It's just how it is. It's just
So I'm gonna ask you a hard question. Would you rather? Would you? And I know this is sort of like there's really it's okay. So would you rather live in a country that is number one and kills other people in other land, not in yours per se, or would you rather live in a country where it kills its own people? Which one would you rather have? Because I know America has killed a lot of people in other lands, but yet in terms of killing its own people, because we have fucked up government, I get it, but it's like compared to like, especially when I left the Philippines and when I left the Philippines and they had martial law where you had to be at home at 10 o'clock. I felt that.
We don't have outright killing of American people. They won't say that. They have done it before. I mean, there's different
sure. What do you mean?
And things, but
you mean like the government won't outright kill Americans?
Well, yeah, because in a lot of countries, good example, North Korea, let's say Russia, China, even places in South America, even like Asia, like Myanmar or something. Not even that, Myanmar right now, it's actually run by its military. It's a dictatorship. Okay. And I experienced that when we left the Philippines during the Marcos regime, because I remember when I was about, I don't know, maybe I was 6 years old or something like that. I remember that everybody had to be in the house by 10 o'clock, because if you're out in the streets at 10 o'clock, the cops over there, like they can shoot you without any excuse just because you're out. And that's the first time I really witnessed the meaning of dictatorship. And when you experience
the first time,
and see, us Americans, we don't understand that shit. We don't understand that shit.
We got a taste during the pandemic in 2020 when they were doing the bullshit. I mean, that was a taste.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But it's not like if you're out there, they're gonna shoot your ass. I mean, I've been in the country where you're out in public, and then I start seeing my uncles. They start packing. I start seeing my uncle, my loving uncles, who's like, I grew up with these motherfuckers, and next thing you know, they're over there freaking, like they all had freaking, side piece. No, and they're over there cleaning their guns and shit. I'm going, what the fuck does that mean?
I believe that, this was just a precursor, man. And if we don't get our shit together and unite and just really focus and, stop a lot of the bullshit, we're going to end up like that, bro. America will.
Oh, man, I think we're already getting there. I think we're all getting there. But you know what? Pound for pound, no matter what, I mean, this country is fucked up, but because like what they said, I have this keep talking because I want to read this quote to you guys. I want to go ahead.
Finish telling other countries that you've been to, and then I want to get into your actual music, because I believe that's why you're on the show. Yes, you do music. We haven't even gotten into this.
No, I'm an artist of a lot of different forms. Music probably isn't one of my more prevalent talents. I do write music. I do play some piano, and I do some other stuff. But mainly, I'm a storyteller. First off, lately I've been doing a lot of art. I've been screen printing a lot, and I've been doing a lot of digital art. And that's what Ray wanted me to show.
You can definitely show that on here tonight. Do you think? You said, have you ever took up acting?
I've done some stuff. I've done some short films in high school and some in college, and I've got like some I've got an interest in it, and I like to think I'm kind of good at it along certain lines.
If before you get off the line, because me and Ray got this new thing that we're introducing to the show every Thursday, and I got all this music that I'm playing, but I have like cinematography sounds, movie, big old things, and but if you'd like to do like almost like a Saturday Night Live, but like a Thursday Night Live kind of ad lib, where you pick a character, I pick a character, Ray picks a character, and we just like ad lib, and we just kind of like have a conversation, whether it's in a voice or whatever it is, just like it's like some goofball shit. If you're down for something like that.
That sounds interesting. I'll get back to you about that one. I'm not sure I've ever really ad lib like at all, to be honest, which is kind of crazy given what I want to be doing.
We're all about.
Hey, I'll volunteer myself for any type of like acting or anything that you need me to play for you, Rock, man. I got your back on that one right there.
Like last week, okay, so like this is called independent movies, and like this is like the sound like in a movie. Let me see.
Yeah, we play a lot of like soundtracks and instrumentals.
Yeah. And then because you're a storyteller, like I picture like like the white woman in the dress. It's kind of like bulky, and she pulls it up, and she's like running like in the rain. And then last week I was like, Tom, come back, Tom. She's like running up the road, like she's like, looks back. I gotta go, dear. Or some.
Yeah. Tom, you lying shit. You told me that you weren't married, and then you touch me in the morning and then just walk away, and now you're running away from me.
So it's something that
touch me in the morning, and
me
just walk away, motherfucker.
Get crazy on it regardless. But when people come on, I'm gonna start asking them like, hey man, you want to like, do a little and we got this little
improv.
Yeah. And I was doing like an old time blues player. You know what I mean? Shout out to Drunk, man. Hopefully he taps in tonight. He was like, I'll play the old jazz player, blues player, and Ray's the promoter, trying to get me a gig. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, but this Halloween, I'm doing starting the first Thursday of October. I'm gonna be basically in costume the whole month of October. So there you go. That's gonna be something. I'm thinking about Prince / like 80s rocker, going to get the hair and like the whole like 80s look.
Are you talking about the mullet?
Yeah. /
dirt look.
Prince. Yeah. And I'm thinking about maybe dressing up like a black exploitation, pimp, or some shit, 1970 fucking disco bullshit. And then
what's gonna be your pimp name?
Hey man, Smokey D or something like that, bitch.
Smokey D,
bitch.
Hey, Harris, I'll be right back. All right, hold on.
All right, my brother.
Okay,
y'all keep going.
All right, bro. We'll put them on.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. But yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that. We already talked about it, but regardless of what costume you come through with, I'm gonna be sitting here.
Oh damn, I got very limited, but you know what? Creativity, I'll figure something out. Yeah. So yeah. Hey, so how you like it so far, man? Our show is pretty much, it's got going on, man. I'm glad, a Rocky, man. Shout out to Rocky, man. I love the questions. We got some deep information.
Yeah.
Whew.
You just gotta let him, speak a little more, get his point across. I have to acknowledge Podbean. We got some traction in Podbean tonight. Shout out to Undocumented and Depression. Now, Depression, if you're still listening, fuck with us on YouTube. She's up in the chat. She says, "Hi, can I drink with you? Hello." I'm not responding. She's listening. LOL. I'll follow you. And then she's here for the restart. She said, let's have a fun night. Comedy is the best. She liked the show, and she says, great bars. I love the rage. NGL, whatever that means. But she's been listening tonight. And shout out to Bagman on Podbean and also Max H. Yeah, we got some
Max
tracks.
H and
here,
Bagman, and we had Depression, and what's the other person?
Max H and Undocumented.
Undocumented.
And Otto Mako. Oh, look at this. Oh, hold on. Just entered the studio. Otto Mako Akwazi John entered the live studio. Otto Mako Akwazi John.
Interesting. All right.
So shout out to Podbean, man. But YouTube is where we really interact with the live chat. I have to switch over and everything. I get distracted. So my bad, Podbean, if I'm not always interacting with y'all. But YouTube's where it's at. Even though through Rocky's mouth, it's a big pile of shit. It needs its corrections. But YouTube's where where we're doing the damn thing. That's still where.
Yeah, YouTube is the bus stop. Yeah, YouTube is the bus stop. So, wow.
But honestly, I mean, YouTube it's like the biggest. It's YouTube and Google, right? They're the most visited sites.
Yeah, because Google owns YouTube.
Yeah,
Google owns YouTube. It's the biggest, the empire, man. It's the mothership.
Yeah.
And
but Rocky, now that you're back in the building, man, hold on, let me get this unicorn music off the fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
Is it cool if we do about 15 more minutes? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, man. Just let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and me and Ray are still figuring out. We have a habit of just keeping the guests on too long, even longer, because we do 3-4 hour shows. But we're gonna start with the guests down. But yeah, absolutely, man. Let's do 15 more minutes. I think I need to freestyle a little something. Are you much of a freestyler, Rocky?
Sort of. I'm really good lyrically. It's more the beat and the flow I have troubles with, but like rhymes and like syllables, I'm really good with that kind of stuff. I've written some like children's books and stuff that all rhymes, like Dr. Seuss.
Oh wow, children's books. Well, I like some green eggs and ham. I know in Hawaii, y'all motherfuckers eat a lot of spam. I know that. And let me see.
Rice and spam, bitch.
Hey,
rice, spam, and soy sauce. Show you.
What is your ethnicity or whatever? Your race. What is your race?
Yeah, what the fuck are you, man?
I see your. I mean, again, I'm gonna be judgmental and whatever. I'm gonna assume. I mean, I get a brother. You look like a brother, a young brother, but I sense that you're mixed with something like myself. I'm a biracial piece of shit myself. Oreo, half black, half trailer park. But are you a biracial brother? What do you just identify with? Because I like to identify as an American Negro, particularly. I like American Negro, and I actually like the word Negro. Back in the days, Negro leagues and shit like that. Negro. I'm an American Negro.
Very classy, yeah.
I like that. So that's that. Everybody, we're in this day and time where we can say, I identify as this. Well, I identify as an American Negro.
That's new. I haven't heard anyone in a while that likes that one.
But I recognize my whiteness, my lightness, and my high yellowness. I recognize it.
What's that mean?
High yellow. Waffle color, beige color. Negro. Yeah. Okay. A whole bunch of racist slurs for the mixed mulatto man, for the Moreno. For the Mayate, whatever, But anyway, what are you, brother?
Oh, I was going to say, take a stab at it. What do you think?
I'm going to say father is black. Mother is French and Filipino Scandinavian with a little bit of Romanian Hungarian twist.
I like how specific you were. Most people are like black and white. You know, like it's
like I know
I like
I know
it.
there's something in there. There's got to be
Well,
something.
he's from Hawaii, so he can have 11 different
No,
nationalities, man.
like there could be some like Thai kind of mixture. I don't know. I'm looking at some like Cambodian fucking, you know, kind of, you know, tropical. I'm looking at a tropical bloodline, but maybe mixed with some Europeanness. I don't know.
Well, I got a lot of little bits of things. So I've taken like some DNA. I took a DNA test. My older brother took a DNA test. We got same mom, same dad, and so primarily, yeah. You got it backwards though. My dad's white. My dad's German. My dad is very German. He was a third generation German and in the Midwest. And my mom, she's African American. With like this is Native American. So there's all these pieces and we're not sure where they came from, right? Because all you get is the little bit. So I don't know who's got all. I think it's my mom because she looks the most ethnic.
Exotic,
but
ethnic.
we've got like little bits of like Asian, South Asian, Latino, Native American. We've got like just this array of stuff. No Polynesian, which is all that I was dying to have naturally being from Hawaii. Not a lick of Polynesian, but everything else under the sun, and in largest quantity, various Africans and Europeans.
Okay.
But like they do a map for you, 23andMe, and I had little dots all over the planet. It was really fucking cool. I was probably
That's
like,
beautiful, man.
whatever you're hoping for when you get one of those. I'm pretty sure it looked like that. It was like, whoa.
Is there a specific you know, thing that you identify as, or you know, do you just say, oh, I'm this, I'm that?
It's really interesting. I tell this story a lot because it's become really heated, this topic of race. So I'm from Waianae, right? So when I grew up looking left and right, I look like everybody around me, but we're all brown for a different reason. Now we have vastly different facial features, but like I looked like all the kids I grew up around, so it wasn't a question. And I have like obviously I had a concept of race. Like I could tell my mom was black. They call people that look like my dad white. And I could see, oh, that person's Chinese. I look at their parents and other people they call Chinese. I had a concept of race, but it didn't seem to apply to me when I was a kid, which I find really fascinating. I don't know if anyone else felt this, but like it was clear that like some people are this, some people are that, but once you start mixing it, I felt no need to categorize myself for the like my whole childhood.
Harry's drinking again.
It took me a while to kind of acclimate to being considered black, even, which is going to sound like a tragedy probably to the black community, but it's really interesting because like I knew my mom was black. I never considered how those credits like transfer, like that one group can like claim you, you know, like I've always just considered myself mixed. Some people would say mulatto. I would say, all right, I'm mulatto. If that's the word that you use for black and white or whatever the fuck. So as I got out into the world, I started going to high school, right? Because I was homeschooled. So I get into high school and suddenly people are telling a black joke. Then they'll look at me and they'll be like, oh, sorry. And I didn't understand what the fuck was happening. Literally, it felt like this. It felt like I'd have to go like, oh, yeah, right. Like that's me for some reason, which it's really strange to be in that position in this day and age. Because I can feel all the injustice. Anyone of color can understand what's happening to other people. But I'm on the weird sidelines of like the actual conflict. Because I'm really white, right? Like my personality, my behavior, like I grew up on movies and like my mom's black, but her personality is really white. She's practically a Karen. She's like a black Karen, basically.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
And see that, and that's important right there, right? Because it's almost like being fat. Being fat is not just a physical thing. It's like it's really a mental thing. You know, you're a fat ass. I'm a fat ass for real. I'm not an obese motherfucker. But
when you say it like that, I hear what you're saying.
I'm a fat ass. Like, I'm a fat fuck, bro. I'm
disagree, but I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And the whole black, you know, because like I said, you know, that's why I like to throw out the whole American Negro, man. And kind of like, you know, I don't know why I say that. I just like the way it sounds. And
that's all words are, man. You like the way it sounds, people know what it means. Fuck it, that's you. Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I agree.
And we're not, when you go down the black history, and I'm not that conversed at it. I've done my little chematology, and I really fuck with the Kemet shit and the Egypt and the whole Horus, sun god and stuff. I fuck with that. But and then coming to find out that like the original Native Americans that the European white man tries to say are just the feathers in the headband, the fucking Indian picture.
Like my wife.
Those could be, yeah, but those were blacks, those were Mexicans.
Yeah,
like there was hella brown motherfuckers already here that I find out those are Native Americans as well. And so that's why I kind of like to throw out there. But
I think that's what makes I think that's what makes North America so interesting, because being married to a Native American, my wife is registered Native American Chippewa Cree. All my kids are registered in Rocky Boy, Montana, which is their the tribe was from. Being best friend with a Native American, Don Beanie Bean. Shout out to you, Don Beanie Bean. It's really interesting because a lot of North American, and I say North American because I want to include Canada and the United States as one. A lot of the influences of the people, whether you're black or white or whatever, like Native Americans were here already. Dark people were already in North America before it's been colonized. There's such a big misnomer about, all the black people were shipped here. No, they ain't, motherfucker. I mean, it's like, do you really honestly think they're that stupid? No.
Yeah.
Freaking people are smarter than what you think.
well,
Our music, our art, our culture, the way we are, there's such a huge Native American embedment in that inspiration and
learning about the possibility that the whole slave story is another lie in the whole story of black
it
history.
never made sense to me, bro. It never made sense to me. I mean, yeah, I read the book Charles Haley, Roots. I read it. Okay, I read Malcolm X and all that. I read the whole history. And it's like for the longest time, I believed it. And then all of a sudden, a brother named I think his name is he goes by Jesus Hotep whatsoever. He said no. There's only been 250,000 black slaves that were shipped here, and all of that stuff, the arrows and all that stuff, and black people were already in the U.S. before the colonization and everything. And I really dug deep with that.
Yeah.
I really dug deep with that. I said, wait a minute, and I get that. And then my nephew Jeremiah did the fucking research. He is Native American, Lenape. I mean, Jeremiah is Filipino, black, but his father, Bill, which is my best friend in college, was a Lenape Indian from the East Coast. So he is black, but he also has a lot of Native American in him too. And his mom is Filipino. So
Waka Flocka's an artist that is out in the forefront. He's been quiet the last few years, but he learned about his history, man, and he kind of like got away from the music industry. Shout out to Waka Flocka, man. Hopefully we get him on the channel one day, bro, because Waka Flocka is dope. He actually got a lot of knowledge about that shit, bro.
It's interesting, man.
A couple interviews where he be dropping bars.
And I'm not gonna lie, not to be like living in Hawaii, like no offense to anyone from here, like I fucks with Native American art. I'm not saying that it's better, whatever, but I favor Native American art as compared to like Polynesian art. With all due respect.
What do you like about it? Why does it speak?
You know what? I love the symmetry. I love the animals that they involve in. I love the meaning behind it, and it's very spiritual. It's very spiritual, and I connect with it. So I love their whole. Wow, like if you've ever been to a powwow, especially where my wife is from, she's Cree. So to them, they're known as the most colorful, and they sing, they chant. Man, it's mesmerizing, man. I love it. I'm in love with it. I love that. That's yeah.
Rocky, before you get out of here, man, probably got a few more minutes with you. What is there anything else that you particularly want to go into or let the world know? Just on your behalf, your generation's behalf, and then also promote any platforms where people can follow you, and all that good stuff.
Thanks for asking, Harris. At this point in time, I'm between brand images. I'm kind of trying to figure it out. I'm hyper aware of my social media presence, which is part of why it took me so long to show up on this show. because the way that things work in this media world, like once something's out there, you know it's out there forever. But more than that, like the way you represent yourself digitally is the only version of you that exists in a lot of people's minds. The majority of people's minds in this modern world, if you are an influencer or if you're famous or whatever it is pixels and bullshit. And it's really caused me to not take advantage. I'm very good at a lot of the creative things I do, and I generate some really, really awesome stuff, but I don't share it in part because the way that you do things, the way you present something in a weird way in this world, in this modern world right now, the way that you like an artist's reputation based on the circumstances in which they present something rather than the actual work itself, in a lot of cases, says a lot. And in a certain way, I'm kind of holding off on a debut. It'll probably be under a different name. I'm comfortable with Rocky for right here. But it's really, I'm not sure how to explain this any better, but just like I'm putting a lot of thought, and I'm talking every single day, into sort of my position in this digital world as well as this physical world and how they interact. I know that's a more complex answer than you needed, but
no, that brings up. I like it. It permits more time than we probably have, but you know, I like that you're hyper aware. Myself, you know, it was a huge decision to even decide to sit here and do a show and commit to a show. Like, say, let the world know, like, hey, friends, family, and then beyond that, we're here every week, you know, 3-4 hours in a raw format in the comfort of my environment, let alone trying to present myself in a way. So I like that you're very hyper aware about that. And when you speak about the way an artist presents something, are you speaking more on the just the platforms that you have to choose from? Are you kind of like, you know, sour about that? Like, do you wish that you could truly, you know, I don't know, in your mind, do you have something that's like, fuck, you know, fuck a Snapchat, fuck a Facebook, Instagram? Because there's only so many ways you can post and premiere something, right? Is that what you're speaking of as far as like, you know, oh, hey, I'm premiering a YouTube video and you get a little countdown, or you do an Instagram post? That's all you can fucking do? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, it's really complex. The way I try to think about, like, ideally, because there's a few different ways I'm trying to attack my presence in this world, right? Because I've worked on a million projects. I got a lot of things that are practically ready to go out there and like change the world as far as I'm aware, like right now. But the way that you present something, what I mean by that is, like, if I were to show you some art right now online, that's one thing. But then walking through the streets, I love street art. If you see something illegally put on a building, psychologically, you go through a lot more because you have to wonder, like, why did this person determine this was so important to risk, like, being arrested over, like, throwing this up? Like, why aren't they afraid someone else is just going to cover up hours and hours and hours of their work? So a street artist, I think, is the best example of how, like, sure, you can make something pretty, but under what circumstances did you make it, and how did the audience find it, right?
Interesting.
Like, who's the biggest street artist right now? Like Banksy? Banksy would not be so huge if he were sitting around, or if he had, like, if you were pointing like, hey, look what I did. I made art. Do you like it? Right? That right there is taking away from the experience that a person has when they think of Banksy, when they see Banksy's work. Because from what I can tell, I don't follow his work very closely, but what I understand of it is, like, yes, he does political messages. He talks about a lot of different stuff through his, that's what he likes to express. But to a certain extent, I don't seem like he's doing it for clout, or he's doing it to, like, make people do a specific thing. He's not doing it for, like, all these specific reasons. You can usually feel through a person's intentions if they're, like, on social media saying, like, hey guys, I made this, I did that. It's so distracting for me, because I know through and through that I'm a creative, like, every second of the day, some part of me is working on something, and I don't want to live in a world where I've made that something for myself that is, once people know they can get something from you, you're different in their eyes. When Sir Arthur Conan Doyle killed off Sherlock, people
Right.
protested outside his house. He had no peace in his own home until he brought the character back to life. They forced this creative, this artist, to resurrect from the dead a character that he was done with, because that's what they wanted from him. So there is a vulnerability in allowing people to know, I made something. Here it is. I want you to see it. It's a different experience.
That's beautiful, man.
You think
That's
so?
beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. That's man. It can't express it any better than that, Rocky.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I understand, especially now where we're in the digital world. Your intellectual property can easily be, and it's been done before. I mean, like say all the Basquiat paintings that you have that's been duplicated and everything and lost its value and whatnot. So now we are even in more vulnerable situation because it can be duplicatable. But I can understand you being very private, very protected of your artwork. You know, and that's another thing that Harris and I need to talk about because we know perhaps it will be you that you'll have an art, you'll have a graphic art, something like that that you came that's original, that's from you, and if by chance you know you basically keep into our, I would say, into our realm where we keep it all secured for you and whatnot, and then that value just rise up. That's part of the plan that we have here. You know, really, it's a place. This place is a hub or a hangout place for artists such as yourself.
This is an artist hub, and ladies and gentlemen, this is Rocky. Don't know his last name, but he is Rocky from Hawaii, and I think there's an island called Lanai. Is that what it's called, Lanai or Hawaii?
I actually know this. I don't know if it's Lanai or Lanai, but yeah.
You just say goddamn Honolulu because that's the only thing that us mainland motherfuckers know. Honolulu.
Which, by the way, Lanai is owned by Larry Ellison, who started Oracle. So Lanai is not really it's owned by a person, by a multi-billionaire, Larry Ellison, who started Oracle.
Wow. Good luck on Larry Ellison ever getting caught on sex trafficking charges in Lanai. Because he owns.
Are you talking about? Is that Larry Ellison? Because I don't know about the news. I know about John McAfee, the one that did the McAfee, and he's dead.
He's a beast. Shout out to John McAfee, bro. Rest in peace to him. Yeah. But But man, Rocky, man, oh yeah, you didn't promote. What's your Instagrams? Anything? I mean, or you're not doing that yet?
Yeah, let me sort that out. I like this. I want to come back on the show.
Bro, come back on the show. Will. Thank you for coming on the show. It was good meeting you, man. He sent me your email. You got the link, but I'd like to, my Instagram is, Harry_too scary, whatever. We'll touch on the back end, and you're welcome to come back on next week or whenever you feel, man.
That sounds good. And I'll follow you on Insta, Harry_too scary. You said.
Yes. On Instagram, yep, Harry_too scary, yes, sir. And Harris Podcast, but that's just whatever. But yeah, man, if you want to come back on next week or whenever it is. But thank you. Thank you for giving your input though and your energy, bro. And we're growing, and also thank you for your subscription, bro. I believe you're number 120. So we're just trying to grow this motherfucking thing. Yeah.
Really. All right, Rocky, man. Good looking out, brother, man. I'll talk to you on the flip side, brother.
All right, man. Salute, Rocky. Rocky.
What a show, man. How we feeling in right now, man? An hour and 3/4 into the second hour, my friends. How you feeling, Harris? How you feeling? Because I'm feeling good.
Speed devil. Speed devil. You see, melanated man. Melanated man. Melanated man.
Melanated man. How you get your color? Melanated man. How you get your color?
Color. Yeah, man, I'm fucking rocking out.
There you go.
And then we fade out like
God bless America, man. Love this country. I don't give a fuck. I like the whole
Harry's
dysfunctional, functional. I like the whole freaking brutality whatsoever, man. I won't choose any other country than motherfucking United States of America, man. And this, you know what I love about it, man? Fucking Americans, man. I love it. Yeah, we're cocky. We know it all. We're stupid fucks. So what? So what? We're independent thinkers. Yeah. You know what?
Hey, thank you, Source, man. I followed you on Instagram, man. Thank you, brother, man. Uploaded the dragon on my Insta. Yes, sir, man. Thank you for rocking out with us, bro, and tapping in and listening, man. And man, we appreciate you. We salute you. And thank you for just joining on this journey. Now you're going to be able to see the Instagram story. I think my shit disappeared already. But
what, they saying they pulled it out already?
Well, it only lasts for 24 hours, but I just figured out how to
hold on, brother, man. Keep talking, man. My cat wants to get in the room. Hold on.
Okay. I just figured out how to upload the show onto my Instagram story. So, you know, but that's for people that are on my Instagram who are not subscribed. They automatically got to see the goddamn story, man. Let me take another sip. Yo, this right here, man. This is my last night of drinking. Well, tomorrow night is because when I start something, and it's nothing crazy. I want to sip ginger ale next week or something like that, you know, if it gets too crazy. But I just have to test myself every so often, and really, you know, because I'm gonna have an addictive personality. But this shit right here, El Mayor, for one, the labeling caught my eye. That fucking gold with that navy blue, that shit caught my eye, bro. So shout out to the marketing team at El Mayor.
There is something about gold and blue that mixes really well, like cow colors.
Fucking bottle, dog. If you're
that dark blue,
bro, if you're
with the gold and yellow, oh gosh,
look at this,
sexy, man.
Look at it though. But when you really know your drink, like I do, sadly, which not sadly, I'm a connoisseur in this.
No, you're a connoisseur, man. Yeah, yeah.
But I know a good anejo, bro, and you know, I look at the back and everything. Okay, 100% agave and everything. Boom. And then
you're a tequila sommelier. That's what it is. Yeah. A connoisseur sommelier. You know how to taste it. That
this
coffee sommelier.
Good is the Buchanan's Two Souls I had in Mexico. It's made in Mexico, but it ain't exported. Look at like Tyrone Bigham's over here, guys. Look at the motherfucking.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man. Mexico has tequila perfected, man. That's their drink, man. They got that stuff perfected, man, with the agave plant that grows in that beautiful country.
So when I was out there, Ray, there's this it's Buchanan's whiskey. They make great whiskey. But this particular one's called Two Souls. And it was aged Scotch in Don Julio agave barrels, tequila barrels, you know, aged like 12 years. And wow. I Googled everything. It's only in Mexico. It's only distributed in Mexico. This is made in Mexico as well, but of course they ship it over here. But this particular one, the Two Souls, was only made in Mexico. It's never leaving the fucking state. And when I go back there, I'm gonna buy 4 or 5 bottles of that shit. It was in Tlatenango, Mexico, bro. Some shit deep in the motherfucking cut. Deep
in the jungles.
Wow.
Hey, man, I'm willing to invest and own my own liqueur, whether that's, you know, tequila or rum or whiskey or something like that, man. Even though I don't drink, But and I don't like the cheap shit either. I don't like the. I wouldn't want to invest in some. I know. Investing in alcohol, spirits. I mean, it's a rich man's. It's a rich man's game, man. You know, it's like owning a sports team. It's like running for office. You know, you go there when you already made it.
I just found out now Post Malone has a fucking wine out. Everybody has a wine out, from Matthew McConaughey to fucking Ryan Reynolds to The Rock, Kevin Hart, Post Malone.
Why not?
E40, Little Flip, Little White.
Yep.
All the littles. I think Little Dirt guy.
Yeah.
Goddamn, bro.
Yep. Why not? Fucking why not? I love it. Why not? More selection, the better. Absolutely. Because the cream is always going to rise to the top.
I'm trying to go buy some of Michael Jordan's tequila. It's called Sensoro, but it's $130. But I'm thinking,
I mean, you know,
at the end of the month though, because I'll save 130, I might do some Michael Jordan tequila on the show. Sensoro. You know,
right.
I don't think it's better.
And you know, brother Mike knows his shit, man. Like he knows his cigars, he knows his liquor.
See, you would hope.
You know,
you would hope. I be on whiskey.com, liquor reviews, liquor.com, all that shit. And Michael Jordan's tequila don't even have that much ratings, to be honest. And
oh, really?
That's why I have to try.
My son said that he tasted what's his name? The MMA guy, McGregor. McGregor's whiskey. He said it tastes like shit.
I mean, it's a personal preference. I mean,
I don't know. I fucking don't drink that shit. So they all taste good.
A lot of people compare it to Jameson. It wasn't as smooth as Jameson, that's for sure.
Ah, for real? Okay, that's coming from a connoisseur. I believe you.
You know, but I have guys that come into the bar that's like, you got any proper 12? And I'm like, nah, brother, I got Jameson. All right. And, you know, I have
that proper? Is that Conor McGregor's whiskey? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's, you know.
You know what? I mean, I know this is gonna sound crazy, man. I think that's the reason why so many motherfuckers are jumping on the bandwagon of the liquor shit, is because just like the auto, you notice all the cars look the same. I think all the source, all the liquor and shit like that comes from the same barrel. They just labeling that shit different.
Though, I mean, no, some of that is true, bro. I've looked deep into this. Now, there's companies like how you say it, like the Anheuser-Busch. They do Bud Light, Coors. They do a shitload of beers, right? Like there's when you go for like a Harris Drinking Again distillery, we can choose to start aging our shit now, but we don't sell it until 2030 because it does take. Or you jump into the vodka. That's why a lot of these guys jump right into the wine, because true whiskey and true añejo, you can't fake it. It takes the time. It takes literally 5-7 years at minimum.
Oh, right. Oh, so there, yeah.
You really can't fake a good añejo, bro. I mean, you can, but I mean, look at it. And people are like, oh, tequila, like all that Jose Gold. I mean, look how smooth this motherfucker. This is tequila. Drink it like water. Like, look.
You know what? I mean, gin. I learned about gin that the cheapest gin that you drink causes the worst hangover.
Brother, it just rolls off the tongue. You know, people.
Is there like an aftertaste or something like that? Is there an aftertaste, or the way it just rolls down?
Yes.
Roll down
Yeah,
tongue?
Yeah. Notes of molasses.
Really?
Caramel. Smoked bacon.
Smoked bacon.
Maybe a hint of nutmeg.
A hint of nutmeg.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. You know, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, you know what? Hey, man. If that's what you're calling it, I'm just okay. I'm with you on that one.
I don't know. On that. No, but the añejo version, bro, is really. I'm gonna take this trip, brother. Don't worry, man. I got this shit.
You should.
I got this tour of a distillery coming on the show, and I'm gonna interview a brew master.
Yes,
a brew master, a master distiller. And I'm gonna take a tour of a local distillery, and I'm gonna have them break down the process. So we ain't got no more. Oh, I heard this and heard this. No. this is what it is from a master.
Direct from the horse's mouth.
And we're gonna show
Wow.
with some dope music like this behind the scenes, like looking at the equipment, transition. You see me walking up, like, you know what I'm saying? Sip
Yeah.
out, sit back in, boom. Like I got. That's the vision, man. Harris should drink it again. Touring.
I wonder if there's a certain way, because I remember I used to live by Napa Valley, and I went on this. I've been on several wine tasting trips, and with wine you gotta air it, and then you gotta slurp it, and then the notes that and my favorite wine is red wine Merlot, because it bites, it makes your lips pucker. I love that shit. It's got that bite. And that's how I learned how to drink, and that's how I learned about wine. So
I know the whiskey, or even tequila, but yeah.
Is there a certain way? Is there something to do with the air? Is it the way how you sip it or something like that? Like wine, you gotta slurp it. And shit?
Right? You do a little thing. You smell, right? Yeah. You let it sit on the front of your tongue at first. I mean, you literally just sit and you let it just kind of keep it right there on your lips.
Mm-hmm.
And you let it roll back. As soon as it gets mid-level to your tongue, that's when you inhale through the nose, so you can really take in those flavors and those tastes. And you exhale, you inhale midway through the tongue, blow out through the mouth over the tongue, and then do a breathe back in. And that way you really capture, that is the true tasting of the spirit. Is like, it's not for this fucked up, dude. No.
Nah, man, that takes away the class out of that. Fuck all that shit, man. You know what? I'm not for that shit. Don't drink to fucking get drunk. Drink to fucking for the taste and enjoy. Now, let me ask you this: the effects, though. The effects. I mean, it's kind of like weed. There's some. You smoke it and it takes you to, takes it to the head. Right away. How about the roll?
God damn. I'm sorry. That's a great fucking tequila. What we say about the roll?
Like how how it rolls into the euphoric part of it. The part that why we drink wine, to loosen us up. Like weed. There's some weed that you smoke and then you're high for a good minute and then it dies out. Or you have the good weed is the one that helps you ride and then takes you to a peak and then lets you roll back down and shit like that. It explain to me, run it through me, like how it is with, say, tequila or something like that, where you drink it and you feel, you get hot flashes, and then next thing you know, you get I don't know, how does it affect you? Like,
well, typically, one should never drink on an empty stomach, number one. But say like you get off work, happy hour, usually you're kind of empty. You eat at noon, you eat at 2, you're drinking by 4 or 5. If you're like myself, high functioning, you wake up, take a shot every now and then on an empty stomach. I can do that because I'm a trained professional. But drink responsibly, kids. But and there should be no kids watching. It should be bedtime, bitches. But okay, so my method is, when I go out, I have a 4 maximum, like at dinner. We're saying like a modest dinner. If we go out for a business dinner or something, I'm never letting the potential clients nor the potential sponsors nor anybody seeing me off my game. Not too loose, but usually that's why I say 4 maximum. Most places you go is 2 drink minimum. I say fuck it, 4 maximum. Because I'll get behind the wheel with 4 drinks. I will. Now, is that buzz driving or not? Is it a 0.8? It depends on your BAC, which this is great because we're going to go back into these hangover cures. But the general euphoria, man, is to drink to just get loose. Initially, there's that burning sensation that comes down your throat, your esophagus. Now, if you don't have much food in your belly, you're going to feel it right in the pit of your stomach and it just sitting there. Burn. Feel like you're growing hair in your belly. Now,
is it better if you say eat a piece of steak with it or something like that, or some filet mignon or something like that?
We're talking like that. So red wine is best paired with, of course, red meat.
Meal. Well, okay.
White wine, fish,
Fish, yeah.
vegetables, calamari. A glass of Pinot Grigio or a glass of
Right,
rosé.
sure. Some Pinot, right?
Maybe some fried food. But if we're doing, for the gentlemen out there, man, hey, say I haven't been on a date in a long time. I want to impress this woman. I don't, just order me something. Well, it depending on what type of woman you're with. I love a woman who can match me and drink neat. We're sitting there drinking a whiskey neat. Oh, that turns me.
Neat meaning there's no ice. Is that
Nope.
what it is? Ah, gotcha. That's what they say by neat. Okay.
We're sitting there drinking out the bottle, but that lets me know that the particular woman, either A, she's fucking alcoholic like myself, or she's just she truly respects the
She enjoys a good liquor.
yeah, and she's so in control. A woman who can drink neat shows in control, because it's like, this shit, you sip it and it just loosens you up. First, for me, I feel it in my head first of anything. I'm talking about 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
Mm.
And I
What
feel,
about the whole liquor and cigar? Does it enhance the taste?
now, unfortunately, I love cigars, but being, again, the state that I am, there's not a large cigar section. There's no place to openly go and smoke cigars. Shout out to Vegas. Shout out to Nevada and Denver. Denver has a wonderful cigar bar that I visited when I was there, a little recently ago. But
That's what I want to do with you, brother, man. One day when I get over there and I visit you, man, you and I gonna have, just for you, man, we're gonna have our tequila or whiskey or whatsoever, and I smoke a cigar with you and just chill.
bro, let's do that, bro. Let's go to I'm gonna talk about, let's get dressed up, very
And
nice.
then we got a nice freaking steak dinner or some shit like that. Yeah.
It could even be something very, a salmon or something
Or something like that. Like a good restaurant, yeah.
very nice.
And I would like to do that in Vegas.
And I'm usually a guy I love a glass of red wine and a tequila or a whiskey. Just
Sure.
one of each, because especially, man, that's the thing, bro. I like drinking really responsibly because it don't take much. A strong glass of Merlot or I like Cab, and Pinot Noir. I don't like Malbecs and Shirazes. They're real bitter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But a strong glass of a red and a fucking whiskey neat or a tequila neat, ooh, that's enough to get anybody, loose and sizzling.
Wild and loose. Yeah. Loosey goosey.
And for me, side note, my brother said this was weird years ago. I don't talk to him anymore. I have a half brother who's LGBT. Shout out to him, but he's half brother. I didn't grow up with him, so But I particularly, this is a thing that I like to do. I go to the bar and I have a couple of drinks and I pay bills, and I do my budgeting for the month. That's kind of my thing. I don't know what it is. There's something about, and I have alcohol at home and this and that, but I once a month, usually usually on the way home from my Friday or whatever, my Sunday, I stop at the bar, and I got my phone, maybe I got a note, this and that, and I'll sit there, order a little food, a little drink, but I just do my planning. The alcohol loosens me up. It kind of lets me just, organize. So I used it in that method, man.
Nice.
And
Nice.
He's like, you go to the bar to pay bills? I'm like, yeah, actually I do, bro. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend this much. I look at what they got, I'm it's like a thing. And then because going out to eat's expensive, so then I'm like, okay, well, fuck it, and I do all my budgeting at the bar.
Hey, man. I completely, whatever is your what you call primer. Your primer, like I love to freaking smoke a fat one to the head and then go for a long drive. Like that's my favorite thing, man. Just tack out the car and go for a long ass ride and everything. Like that's what I love to do. Fucking fat ass joint, like Cheech and Chong style. Smoke it to the head and let's go.
The smoke and drive. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Before we get into the next topic, real quick, just to make sure we satisfied YouTube and their thing, I wanted to bring up too with the hangover cure. I thought this was interesting. WebMD said this.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of this. I've heard of pear juice, but they say Korean pear juice is an old school remedy hangover. Research, and this is research. What WebMD research shows that drinking about 7.5 ounces helps lower blood alcohol content levels and makes
now back up. So what is it that they're drinking? That's 7.5 ounces. What's in that motherfucker?
Korean pear juice. It says Asian pear.
Korean pear juice.
Asian pear juice or Korean pear juice.
So does the pear have to be from Korea, or is just a mixture, or what the fuck?
I guess you go to your goddamn market and ask for an Asian pear. You probably got to go to the Chinese store to buy this shit. I never heard of Asian pear, but it says it lowers blood alcohols, makes hangovers less intense. Researchers say Korean pears work with your body's chemistry to break down alcohol faster. Only a couple of studies have been done, which is far from proof that this hangover remedy works. But if you can find Korean pears at your local supermarket, it doesn't hurt to try a glass before you go out drinking.
Wow.
So, and I've never particularly heard of, like, of course, pear juice, but like that's a grape juice, motherfucking mango nectar, like pear juice. But I like
any juice.
I don't think that they're talking about the hella sugar, like the Mexican pear juice that's in the big old blues Zumex or Jumex. I don't think they're talking about that. I think it's actual
like the fresh squeeze kind of shit, like the pear that you actually fresh that from a juicer and then you drink it,
like Trader Joe's or one of your probably Asian markets in your local neighborhood. We have one here. They just opened up, bro. Asian market. All Asian shit, seasonings and everything. I've yet to go in there because whatever.
Ooh, and I know you got into herbs and all that stuff. You know a lot about that shit.
Speaking of that, ginseng, the root has been a feature of Chinese medicine for thousands of years. Herbalists used to treat it, to treat ailments ranging from stress to asthma. One small study, a drink made from red ginseng, cut down hangover symptoms.
Man, I am all about that herb shit, man.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking sexy, man. I think we should pursue that, man. I would like us to have a freaking
sexy. This beat is fucking sexy.
Like a herb, like a place where people can go. Oh yeah, I would like to have 2 pounds of so and so, ginkgo biloba and some of that root, whatever. I would love that, and then email it or send it. Man, I love that. I would love to get into that business, man.
Yeah,
I would love to.
And other than that, some word Philanthus amaris, some tropical herb, treats liver, kidney, stomach ailments, carbs, pain relievers, over the counter stuff, and But this is WebMD. That's some of the actual,
Oh yeah, they gotta put legit shit on there.
It's kind of scientific. We all know about the drinks. So before we get into the number 32 famous players, my personal, when I'm fucked up, like too much to drink, even though like I'm sitting here, bro, a cold shower off top. Like I have to go get in the shower no matter what. If I'm at somebody else's place or something, damn, it's fucked up because I'm a guy. I need air. And like a constant air. I'd probably say, Ray, you got a fan, bro? I'm gonna throw up. Well, that's honestly my first remedy is just like go throw up. But if I'm not at that point yet, I need to sit in front of a fan, and that something about that
the air
helps keep me stable. And then I'm like, okay, I'm fucked up because when I get drunk, I have to throw up because alcohol is a real poison and it's some bullshit. And we should all get over our alcohol demons, but that's like never gonna happen. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
To each their own. I will beat my own demon in time.
Yeah.
But so that's my
Yeah, like I beat my own demon because the first time I tried smoking weed, man, I was paranoid, man. I didn't like the way it did. So I became a belligerent drunk,
that beat was hard.
you know,
Yeah.
back in high school and then going to, but then when I figure out how to calm down on weed, man, fuck you, alcohol. Hello, herb.
Yeah. Yeah. Coffee a little bit. Not really. In the morning, I do. I'll have some Bailey's coffee, like I said. Or I'll wake up, do a shot, and chug some water. That's pretty much it. There's nothing you can do, man. Drink responsibly, bro. And again, this is what I want to represent as we continue on and on with this show. And thank you, my brother, for being here with me every week, bro. As we continue this, they'll see that Harris is Drinking Again is much more than drinking. And this will be the last live that we're drinking for a few weeks. And that just as a personal testament to myself, But nothing like a shower, drink some water, and just go outside, motherfucker. And I can't lay down. I can't lay down and close my eyes, bro. I have to wait till a certain point after I drink to lay down because my shit will start spinning. As soon as I start spinning, I throw up. So for me,
I hate that feeling.
I gotta drink. Well, you just don't drink too much. You just sip. And
I hate that feeling.
Yeah, wait for it to catch up to you too. You start one shot off the bat. You go in, you knock a shot back, drink a beer. But then after that, you just sip it. You're not gonna sit there and take 3-4 shots and
Yeah.
It always amazed me. But I've always been an interesting kind of guy when it came to that. I've never really been peer pressure. Hey, thank you, Source, bro.
Thank you, Source, man. Thank you for hanging out.
CYA.
Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, love the energy and the talks today. Thank you, man. Just trying to do something. Okay, Ray. Next on the menu, bro. This is episode number 32.
Right. You may want to take that little tag down because I can only see half of your face.
Well,
So,
sometimes
there you
you
go.
see on my face, bro. Sometimes
No, man, no. Your face has to be seen, man. That's part of the candy, man. Come on. That's part of the candy.
I don't want nobody
man.
thinking my face is candy.
Ah, get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck
Sweet
up,
over
man.
here, man.
You know
Harris
what I'm talking about.
Shut
the fuck up.
Harris is drinking to get a sweet, man. I'm gonna come like the guy that was the Home Improvement when he's looking over the fence.
Yeah, motherfucker. You never wore braces. You don't want to show off their freaking grill, man. Come on now.
Hey,
shit. I got 3 years of freaking metal on my teeth, man. You never had to do that shit, man.
Guys, this is my new niche. I'm gonna be known as the guy who covers his mouth. You gotta go watch the previous 32 episodes. I'm gonna sit here for 4 hours like this and just cover my mouth. Be like, yo, will that guy ever revere?
Is there any way of making that shit thinner, man? At least a little, that shit that covers the whole screen, man. If there's any way when you put the whatever they chimed in, like make that shit a little, like shorter or something, narrower, something like that. I don't know, man. Another something you need to learn. Because when you put what they DM, fucking that shit covers pretty much a third of your damn screen.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
no, but
stuff.
It goes smaller when you on the replay. You know what I'm saying? It looks big, but like on the replay, that should be hella small. Like not
really.
Yeah, it's not really.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like when you're looking at.
So, anyways, let's get back to this 32. The number. Since it's the 32nd episode, yeah.
So for 23, that was a big one. I was a Michael Jordan fan, and and so 20. There's no other major numbers to be honest. I think next week, of course, 33 and Scottie Pippen, et cetera, et cetera. But
32. The numbers on 32 that I can remember is 32 is O.J. Simpson, Shaquille O'Neal. No, Olajuwon I think is 34. They say 32 was Ricky Waters for the running back of the 49ers. Shaquille O'Neal, O.J. Simpson. Uh, and I know for the Niners running back, because I'm a big Niner fan, 32 is a big is if you got number 32 as a running back and that represents OJ, then you're saying something. Kind of like 23 is like if you're 23 in the basketball team, you're usually what, a small forward. Anyways, that's my take on that. How about you?
Up on the screen, their best players to wear. Yeah, initially that comes to mind is Magic Johnson. That was like the first.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Magic Johnson. Yeah. Yeah.
That was my like initial
Good point.
32 thing. And then after that, Jim Brown came to mind. And then
Jim Brown was 32. I didn't know that. Jim Brown was 30. I thought he was 30. He's 32.
I thought he was fucking. I
think you're right.
I might be fucked up in my history, but I thought Jim Brown was 32.
I thought Jim Brown was either 30 or 31. Let me see. Hold on, man. Let's figure this shit out.
Where Jim Brown was 32, but
let's see. Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna pull up Google or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna type in like maybe the best players that wore number 32. Because I just want to say I initially thought Magic Johnson, Jim Brown, Marcus Allen.
Yes.
And
yes. Oh, and by the way, my brother, you are correct. 100% correct. Jim Brown.
Okay.
Is number 32 of Cleveland Browns.
Dope. Did you say Ricky Waters?
Ricky Waters, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See.
Ricky Waters.
Oh, see now Jamal Anderson popped in my head of the Falcons back.
Oh, another one is Wendell Tyler. I believe Wendell Tyler used to be the running back of the 49ers.
Okay.
Is number 32.
Wait, yeah. Okay. Marcus Allen, Jim Brown.
Marcus Allen, absolutely. Yeah.
Ricky Waters.
Right.
Jamal Anderson.
Okay.
So that what was that, like five dope ass running backs, legendary already?
Yeah, I think, let's see, Ricky Waters,
Marcus Allen, Jamal Anderson. Yeah.
Let's see, Wendell Tyler, jersey number. Oh no, I got that wrong. Wendell Tyler's number 26.
Yeah. Let me type in. Let me see. Type in best. Let me see. So that's 5 running backs, but I thought of 3 off the bat. Magic, and then of course, and I remember before the show you text me Shaquille. I don't. When I think of Shaquille, I think of him 34 on the Lakers.
Wait, no, you know what? Actually, no, I take that back. No, you're absolutely right. Wait,
no, but
Shaquille, I believe is 34.
He was 32 on the Magic though. He was 30.
Yes.
So
yes.
But in my head, I'm still thinking of him as the Lakers. And right. Okay, here we go. According to Ranker Sports, Ranker Sports, Magic Johnson, number 1, Jim Brown 2, okay, Shaquille O'Neal,
okay,
number 3. He went back to 32 with Phoenix. Oh, Julius Erving, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. What about Sandy Koufax? Okay.
Wow, the legend, Sandy Koufax, pitcher, number 32. Nice. Okay.
And how could I forget? I'm in the state where Karl Malone.
Karl Malone,
the mailman. But I don't even think of his number when he. I didn't even think of Karl Malone.
All right, don't hate. Okay.
Steve Carlton. You'd probably know him, huh? Steve Carlton.
Niners.
He's a pitcher. Looks like.
Carlton of what team?
Miami. Let's see. Phillies. Looks like
the Phillies.
He's active 65 to 88. He's like an old timer.
Okay.
4-time Cy Young Award winner though. Baseball Hall of Fame 1994. Yeah, I've heard of him. Steve Carlton, Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale. Oh, yeah. The Celtics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
80 to 93.
Okay. 32. Okay.
17,000 points, 7,000 rebounds, 1,600 blocks for his career. 7-time NBA All-Star. O.J. Simpson, Bill Walton,
Bill Walton. Wow.
Oh.
I've seen Bill Walton at the Dallas airport. The dude's arms were so long they looked like his knuckles were dragging on the ground. But that guy was tall. He's huge.
He looks
Like yeah,
like a big old
center for
two-time NBA
Trailblazers.
All-Star. Let's
Mhm.
see, Marcus Allen, number 11. They got
Marcus Allen. Yeah.
according
Yep.
to top 32. Dave Winfield.
Dave Winfield. Yeah.
You know, baseball.
Yep. Dave Winfield.
It has Jason Kidd on the list, but honestly, I know Jason Kidd is number 5 from the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
That's my era. Like, I guess he wore 32 with the Suns and maybe the Nets.
Suns, yeah.
I don't know.
And
But,
maybe he wore 32 when he was a point guard for Berkeley.
But
know.
I know Jay Kidd from number 5 from the Mavs.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah. Jason Kidd.
Eric Weddle, Mike Curtis, Ricky Waters. Yep, number 16.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Tatum, Franco Harris, legendary.
Jack Tatum. Franco Harris. Oh, really? The great Franco Harris. Okay, running back of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep,
Yeah.
legendary. Shit. 91 rushing touchdowns, 12,000 yards.
Yeah, he was 78-79 Super Bowl winner against Dallas because that broke my heart. I was a Dallas fan because of Tony Dorsett, then motherfucking Franco Harris and Terry Bradshaw.
2 also? No.
No. Tony Dorsett was 33.
32.
Tony Dorsett was number 33.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otis Anderson, 13-year career running back, 10,000 career.
Of what team?
Old ass picture. Can't even tell what team. It just say 32. Old ass picture. Say yes, 2,000 rushing yards, 2-time Pro Bowl. I could probably look further, but Otis Anderson. Interesting. Oh no, it based by the helmet. Cardinals. That's a Cardinal.
Cardinals?
Looks like a Cardinal on this team. Okay, it's gonna bug the shit out of me when we type it in.
Arizona at Cardinals. Okay.
Otis Anderson. Maybe that's Jamal Anderson's dad or something.
I think back then. Wait, Cardinals.
Oh, holy
St. Louis.
ex UFC running back. What the fuck? Oh, UCF. Oh, damn, his son. He has a son. Died. His son died at 23. What the fuck? Whoa! Hold on. We just came on to some breaking Harris is drinking again news. What is this?
What's going on?
Otis Anderson fatally shot. It says UCF running back, which is University of Central Florida.
Okay.
Otis Anderson Jr. fatally shot by his father.
What?
So it says was fatally shot by his father during a dispute about a dog bite. Anderson, 23, who played at UCF, died late Monday in Jacksonville by his father, Otis Anderson Sr. Jacksonville sheriffs say Anderson's mother. Yeah, Otis Lee.
What was it? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again, bro? Like, what was the reason why he shot his son?
Let me go ahead and this is worthy news. This is
Are
worthy.
they saying allegedly?
No, this is like. Let's go ahead and
Wait, hold on, man. Let me fill myself a cup of coffee, man. Keep talking.
Yeah, this is legendary. Harris is drinking again. Breaking news, even though it happened a couple years ago. This looks like breaking news. Hold on, what the hell's going on here? Ex-UFC running back Otis Anderson Jr. fatally shot by father. There he is, Otis Lee Anderson Sr., facing charges 52 of murder and attempted murder, remains held without bond. Interesting. Damn. His father killed him over a dog bite. What the fuck? What kind of fucking hood shit is that going on down in Florida, man? Damn. UCF football tweeted a tribute Tuesday to Anderson, whose nickname was Juice. He ranks 9th all-time at UCF with 2,182 career rushing yards. He also ran for 17 touchdowns and caught 9 others as a receiver, as a key part of UCF's program. Wow. But is this the cat? Damn. Interesting. You ain't gonna know my notification, motherfucker. Oh, this is Anderson. Huh. Well, anyway, a cup of coffee sound good right now, Ray. Shit. Even though it's getting late over here. Late time. But nah, good show tonight, man. Number 32. I forgot about the mailman. Of course, the mailman. Jamal Anderson. Let me finish seeing these ones here. Don't know him. Dennis Martinez, Jerry Lucas. Has a bunch of weirdos on here now. You know, Jimmer for that. That's when I cut it off. Jimmer for that. Nobody gives a shit. I guess Utahns do. Tyrann Mathieu. Yeah. Nobody of significance beyond that. Red ginseng, yep. All right, we covered that. And beautiful shit, man. So hair up on the Harris is drinking. I know you're thinking, what the hell is going on? How come he ain't flowing strong? It's tonight. It's 32 episodes long, 3 hours long, and he's going off. Once again, it's just a night in the trough. I'm doing my thing, and we coming through. What is this, and what the hell we do? Yeah. Over here. Probably wrap up the show. I think it was a good night, man. Wait for Ray to come back on. Episode 32. 42. Got to redo the thumbnail. Some technical difficulties in the beginning. But we came back in the third inning, winning, swimming, timming. Shit was lovely. Harry's drinking again. Yeah. Yeah, man. What you think, though? Think about wrapping it up, and you know,
man, are we done? Are we done already, man? Because I'm just having my vanilla macadamia nut coffee, and I think
I know it sounds good.
Hawaii.
I need some coffee too, man. You know, well, because of the delay too, you know, we're already almost 3 hours.
What else did we miss that we didn't cover that we said we were going to cover today? So we covered the Hangover, the numbers.
You know,
Rocky came on.
little hangover cure. I mean, I want to get more in depth maybe sometime about that. Have a little, one day I'll get a doctor on the show. It's Virgo season. My birthday's Saturday. I'm thinking about doing an off the cuff show.
Sure.
I'm seeing if one of my 120 subs might throw me a little birthday donation. Put a little birthday thumbnail, and just do a birthday off the cuff show. And also, Ray, if you're down, because I think I'm down. I think I'm gonna go to work, come home. I ain't got no plans. I think I'm gonna do some shrooms again and do another shrooming off the cuff birthday show. Yeah.
You sure about that, my friend?
I am. I mean, I'm not. It's not guaranteed. I'm not committing to that. Nope. That's why it's off the cuff. I could do it or not do it. But I think that's the way I'm going right now.
You know what? The confidence that I have in the both of us, my friend, is this. Whether you're shrooming, whether you're whatever, and I know that you got my back. I got your back. We got the show covered, and we keep it interesting. We keep it popping like that. You know what I'm saying? So do what you like to do, brother, man. Whatever it is, I support you, man.
I think so. I had fun with it, bro. I addressed it in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Was like not even really, bro. Nothing really to address, but it's not like sweet. It's like it really is a different trip being, and everything. But I enjoyed it overall. And
yeah, because what we thought was at first I was kind of like, while we're doing the show, I was like, oh my gosh, he has a lot of pauses. I know he's zoning out and everything. But after watching it the following day, I was fucking impressed, bro. I'm like, damn, we pulled that shit off.
It just pulls some shit out of me, and that's my first thing of not drinking too, bro. So I could just kick it off with like some shrooms and like no drinking and like, I don't even.
Hey man. You do what you feel like doing, man. Whatever it is, I support you as long as you're not doing no heroin or meth or nothing like that. You could shroom away. You could drink and smoke till smoke it up. I don't give a flying fuck what you do. Except for the other
1 year anniversary show too, and maybe talking about on Saturday too, talking about the just the real. Tonight's like a. Shout out to Rocky. We had some younger energy on the show, which is dope. And
great questions, by the way, man, from that young man. He gave us some challenging questions, which I can't believe the vast of knowledge he has. It's so interesting.
I appreciate it too. But I'm thinking Saturday will just be like another one, old school, just like it's me and you, fucking sitting here shrooming and just freestyle and play music, whatever comes. I don't know. Like, I don't know any other way to celebrate my birthday, man. I don't really give a shit about it. And for me, it's just, hey, my kid's already doing some stuff and everything. And I'll probably stop seeing him for a little bit. But, it's, I'm thinking why I got this platform. Why not?
Why not, man?
And I may or may not have, take Sunday off. So definitely if I take Sunday off, it'll definitely be a lit,
Hey, if you take Sunday off, up to you, because me and Saturdays, that's kind of like sensitive part of me because I keep that special day between me and my creator. But Sunday, definitely, So
Saturday might be a solo birthday show. I forget. It's Ray's.
Up to you to do that, man. Yeah. Well, I know it's going. It's
you want to chime in, but I'll just sit here, shroom, play music, talk.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? You do what you like, whatever. I mean, well, I know you'll do a good job and everything. I know it's gonna feel a little different because, like when we do this kind of stuff, I feel complete, man. I don't know about how you feel. Like when your boy is here, like. You feel complete too. It just got that comfort, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, well, in the beginning, I was filling it out, and I knew you were gonna be down, like from and everything, but I was thinking today, like I was like, how did this Harris is Drinking Again come into existence? And we just started doing it. This is the 32nd week, going into the 33rd week. The first couple of shows, honestly, aren't even really Harris is Drinking Again show. Like we didn't, that concept didn't really come about. Like the T.N.R, like the branding didn't even come about to like 10, 9, 10. And I just labeled them as that because we went live anyway.
Right.
So in the beginning, you know, and there was a couple shows early on, and I think 18 I did by myself or whatever, but I was like, okay, I can do this. You know,
Yeah.
I could make some bullshit, but there's something about having that other person and having that that like you said dependency, and having that now we got this like vibe, you know, this mesh thing to where it's like, and then the people too that are tapping in, they're gonna expect, you know, the duality. Oh, where the fuck's Ray tonight? You know, what the hell's going on? Like, so I appreciate that. And early on, I didn't really understand that, and I probably
we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We just kind of like balls to the wall, put the mic on the thing, video on, fuck it. All right, boom. Just say something.
I would still do a Thursday night live, like regardless. But yeah, like now, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting Ray every Thursday night. I mean, I have been for a bunch of weeks, but you know, but I'm like if I know you're gonna be there, it's like, oh yeah, you know, Batman, Robin, whatever, you know, it's like, you know, and yeah, so and that's been a growing thing too, and with myself, right? Just early on, like figuring out, okay, what's going on? What do we, you know? Because like I said last week on Mushroom Trip, I was like, did I create something out of thin air and I don't even really know what I did, and I kind of feel like I did that. That's the thing.
Yes, you did.
Week I was like, wait a minute, this thing's
yes, you did. Yes, you did. You created something and it kind of blossomed into its own. You know, and that's a beautiful thing about it. You know, and another thing that I wanted to touch on that we touched upon this when we're here is the whole team building, and when we talked about like what is the difference between you finding your crew in school as opposed to just your friends, and one of the big points why this show helps is because, yeah, you know, something like this is good. You know, let's say it just happens that you're in college and all of your classmates are into like making a movie project whatsoever. That's great. And it just happens that it aligned where one wants to be a cameraman, wants to be the script writer, one wants to be the lighting guy. You know, that's great, but how often does that really happen? Then when you go into the whole independent stuff to where, you know, doing this, and you have homeboys and we got, oh yeah, we want to do this with you and do that, but then they don't have that discipline, or they just chimed in because it sounded good, and maybe because of your support, and maybe because you're their homeboy. When it gets down, when the shit really hits the fan, we're okay, motherfuckers, we're gonna do this shit, and you're gonna spend time where you're gonna spend your time and your effort, and your ass ain't gonna get paid for nothing. But we're gonna do a project, so, you know, together. Then they start, oh well, I don't know, man. My lady says, oh, I gotta do this. Then they start, you know, they start goofing off. They start flaking out and everything like that. I don't blame them, but perhaps maybe this, because we're addressing it in this show here, like, look, you want to create a project, which is, you know, and you don't have the source because your homeboy that says he's gonna help you with this turns out that he got together with some bitch, and then that bitch is freaking ruling his life because now he has in-house pussy, and he would rather take the fucking over the project with his homeboy that's gonna mean a lot more. You have that. That's reality of life. But this platform, I'm hoping that it will be like, okay, my homeboy, which is my light guy, got some pussy and decided not to do it anymore because it turns out that it's just really not his dream. But I found you from this show, so and so. You like to do that. You're serious about your shit. Okay, let's get together. Let's get this project done. That is what I'm hoping this show is gonna accomplish. You know what I mean? Because you need a team, man. I don't give a flying fuck who you are. You need a fucking team. You can't do everything your own, and that's why for you and I being here, yeah, you could do it on your own. That's no problem. I know you, no doubt, no doubt. But there's something about having a team, though. There's something about that synergy. If I didn't have you back 15 years ago, if I didn't have Don Beanie Bean, if I didn't have Zonezilla, if I didn't have Black Dove, if I didn't have Scoob, if I didn't have these people, you know, Fitz in them, freaking Dallas, if I didn't have, you know, John, if they didn't have, you know, these motherfuckers with me on my side and everything like that, I don't know if Yam Jam would have been done. I don't honestly don't think so. It just happens that the stars lined up and I found, you know, my crew that's gonna support me in this kind of stuff, and I was able to do the event. But if I didn't have you guys, I highly doubt if I'll even do it. That's why you need a team. That's what you need, a team. This solo bullshit, fuck that. That's in Hollywood, man. That's dreamland. Good luck to you, bitch. You can't do shit on your own. I don't care what you fucking say. Fuck that. One man.
Court press, straight flex, close the curtain. Full court press to the top from the surface. Yeah, and I stay humble. Hit me for a feature, don't you come with no petty numbers. Talking about some leverage, but you been had plenty from us. Fed you for the low, so I could double when the any coming. You can't take a penny from us. Full court press, Bobby Knight with my attitude. You wouldn't understand, so I can't be mad at you. You ever had to roll coins to get to the next week? Working for the 10, had the rest to the 10 and so. What you know about that? And that made me a better man. Now it's backstage business and shit.
You gonna post who this is?
Nope, not until they come on the channel. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for getting Rocky on and bringing people through. Fuck. All right. Yeah, a couple more things, and let's just, let's wrap it up and everything. I think it was a good show.
All right. Great.
Except for the technical difficulties, and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna make a thumbnail, and I'm gonna title it "Technical Difficulties T.N.R. 32," and I'm gonna go through retitle it, before it gets too late over here, so the people know. And I'm gonna keep the fuck up, because it was 30 minutes of myself. It was hot fire. I was going, I was grooving, I was moving, but I'm still gonna keep it up. But
was it only 30 minutes? I thought it was longer than. I thought it was more like 45 minutes. It's 30 minutes that was cut off the show because of technical difficulties. Is what you're saying, my brother?
Just 30-minute show, whatever. 30-minute clip, at least I think it was. I will say this though, the show will get better here in a couple weeks. Yeah, we are getting a stream deck here on the Harris Drinking Again platform. So, once the stream deck arrives, then I'm gonna toy around with it, and you guys are gonna be witness. I'm talking about Ray. I'm gonna be able to sit here, press a button, and I believe this one, boom, Instagram, like your Instagram pops up right now, boom, my shit, boom. Not this old school typing, clicking, fucking no. It's like it's all one. The transitions are gonna get smoother. The intros are gonna get smoother. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, as we close out the year, we got the hot beats, we got the hot flavor, we got the music on the channel, and what the stream deck's coming, bro. I'm telling you, everything's gonna get smoother. The guests,
wow, can't wait, man.
Yes, like right now. This is my email. Put the email. I could still do that, right? I have to type it up and I'll click it. I put the email on the screen. But going forward, the stream deck allows me to. This is what you asked me last week too. Like, what's the stream deck? It's really just it's a housing unit for all your shit. But it makes you don't even have to be a stream creator. The stream deck can actually control any sort of electrical device that you hook to it. It just makes it easier to like do shit with one button, that you don't have to, like, if you want to open up a program, you could just go to your stream deck and press that button and it pops up all your favorite shit that it knows that you go to all the time. Like, it's just a time saver. It's just and I don't know much of it. I'm so excited to get the stream deck that and
baby steps, baby, steps. Yeah. Hey man, all I want is that, like when we have a cipher, I just, the problem with our cipher now, I know we wanted to do it as big wishful thinking, but because of your part when you do cipher, when you do your freestyle, you're right on beat because the source is coming from your system, but the other person on the other line, and they kind of have a little slow drag, so they're not really on top of the beat, and it's not their fault. It's just streaming. It's not perfected yet.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't have the right gear, they don't have a
Yeah.
good microphone, compressed microphone. They don't have
Yeah.
the headsets and everything. I just hope that I pray that this stream deck will balance that out so we can have some freaking live ass freestyle cipher.
I mean,
if it can do that, that's a blessing.
it not so much because I don't think I'll be really playing necessarily the music through it. You can. This one is the stream deck is like, if I want to put on the screen right now a sponsor, if I want to put your shit on the screen,
Yeah.
I mean I can do it right here. Like I can put the Cash App, boom, and I can put the like, subscribe. But the stream deck is like you can, like, not just that though. I could post like way crazier shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
While we're on the show, like it will basically put like bullet points or something like that. Like, really? Ooh, that just changed the game.
yes, yeah. At least to my knowledge, this is why I'm like, because it's like when I'm sitting back seeing other creators, I'm like, and they're talking about this shit. Like, I got to stream down. I'm like, oh, that's how this motherfuckers do it. Like, because I see, I'm like, how did they do that? Like, how did this son of a bitch do that? And then I'm like, okay, they got the stream deck. Then I'm like, so I'm learning all this equipment. But yeah, I should be able to put stuff on the screen better. Just the show tighter, hit the outro, hit the intro, like, really just smooth things up. It's supposed to. Yeah.
Wow.
And then using that with Streamlabs, with Melon, and all this crazy stuff. And like, I signed up for Streamlabs. I'm paying $20 a month for that. I think I'm going to cancel that shit because I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, we've been actually, you've been talking about Streamlabs and all that, and I didn't know you were paying to that motherfucker, man. And we haven't used it yet.
Yeah, there's not really, like, I don't really like it's.
What was it about? What was it about its program or its interfaceability that did not sit comfortable with you?
No, I don't know. I don't know. No, it's cool, man. It's got some cool features, but I don't even really know how to go live from it yet. And it's just Melon. But Melon and Streamlabs, their parent companies, I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure all this bullshit out. I think it's all a fucking crock of shit. I think because and then you go to Streamlabs, and they also, they're the ones who do the cross clip and all this shit. So all these fucking add-ons they make you pay for, when it's like, you cocksuckers are really the same fucking company, bro. Roll your price into one. Stop fucking sitting here giving me a $4.99 coming out of my account for this. $14.99 is coming to my account for this. Fuck all you motherfuckers.
I'll say the nickel and dime you the little things like
make
a la
your
carte shit.
Make your shit like a premium, whatever.
Man, come up with a combo or something like that. Don't do no fucking a la carte freaking pricing and shit like that. Yeah, nickel and dime you.
Yeah, man. So, but we're learning, bro. But after tonight, it's like, wow. But once the stream deck comes into play, because I do my reviews, people say, and I don't know if they have any affiliation with each other. I'm pretty sure they don't. But to my research, the stream deck and the stream yard work very well hand in hand. I don't know. That's just little chirpings out there. So I'm like, okay.
Well, there's a reason why they both name stream. It's a branding thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like iPhone, I this, I that. Yeah,
it might be, bro. Like, but I'm looking forward to trying all this different stuff, bro.
Sure, man.
And even
like we do it, like when we do every test market everything, fucking test market everything. Yeah.
And even once the stream deck comes, like, but what I'm saying is, we're gonna be able to finish the year out with it. Get to know the product and like, okay, this is what it really does. Because maybe even in my head, I haven't researched the crazy shit about it. Honestly, like I should. Like I researched my monitors more than I've actually looked up Stream Deck. Like I just know I need it, and but I'm sure the capabilities are. It could be.
Are you saying that you put more emphasis on your monitors
Yeah, like
than you
I've,
do with the Stream Deck?
I've looked into like a lot of different shit more than the actual like you know, the Stream Deck is like you don't have to be a video streamer. You could just be a regular person and have a Stream Deck. But it's like there's so many features to it. So I don't know if I'm overhyping it and I get it. I'm gonna be like, damn. Or if it's what I'm thinking is like everything I hope for. Yeah. But this is
All I can suggest is this: just keep the receipt. So if that motherfucker don't work for you, return it back with the receipt, bitch.
this is what I want to know. Is there a software out there right now that at the press of a button I can shoot like fireworks up at my screen right now, or I could do, I mean, we could do sound effects, but I'm talking about can I like have a little miniature cartoon guy flying across my screen real time? Are we there?
Oh, while we're streaming.
Like, is there companies that do that? As far as like, hey, I mean, I could put up a poster. I'm talking about like, can I do some crazy filter, like live stream filter? I don't think we're there yet, are we? There's no companies that are like actually.
Well, my question is this: is that, not that what your ideas are wrong. I just want to know is that how is that? Because when you do the clips and you do all these special effects, I love that shit. I mean, and your special effects is dope. But while we're live streaming, I don't know. Do you think it's necessary to even have that? Because personally, for me, I don't think that's important, man. I like the fact that we're playing music as we speak. I like that, like we're doing it right now, because that's, that doesn't distract you from anything, But then what I also notice is that when you play Harris is Drinking Again, to some of our guests that's not used to coming, having the interruption and everything, it might cause, I better not talk. When, it's kind of like, hey, you know what? From time to time while you're speaking, when have Harris is Drinking Again, don't stop your link, your verbiage, just keep going, ignore it. Because I noticed that too. It's like, when you press Harris is Drinking Again, and they go, better not say nothing because they're trying to put, but other than that, I think as far as the floating fish or whatever it is, this just my take. I don't think it's that necessary in the streaming. On the clips, maybe that's a good thing, but even at that, it's a little extra.
Thinking like a interactive, like I'm thinking now. I'm thinking in my box, bro. In the future, see what is a live stream? In the future, the live stream is going to be live, like virtual, live meta. So I'm talking about not just a show, brother. We can sit here and play games with each other. Let's say Rocky's on the line, Phil's on the line, and we're sitting here, four of us in a box.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say in the future we could do some virtual shit where like we're playing catch. I throw the football.
Yeah.
You're throwing it over there,
Yeah. On the live stream, I'm pretty sure they're working on that right now. I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Or like
a live stream interactive. Yeah.
Or most likely because we're drinking, like we're playing cards, but it's actually like here, motherfucker, like boom, and you almost hand a card through the screen, some sort of crazy shit where it's like that's just where my brain's going. Like
yeah, we can play Texas Hold'em. Yeah. Okay, I hear you.
I don't
know. What if we can do that and like say we're playing Texas Hold'em to where you can see your cards, I can see my card, but I can't see or she can't see mine. But then the audience that's not part of it can see it, so they know. He's bluffing, and
yeah.
I don't know. And see, now you got me going, man.
Yeah. See, that's what
got me going, man.
And that's all I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what me and Harris talk about when off the line. It's little
bro,
crazy shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Even when we're doing this here, I'm thinking, how can we get stuff better? Even with the cross clips, I'm making the clips. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. This company made a they're unique. You could actually just take the URL, the link, and you can make a clip from any live video. It's not like a video you already have in your phone under a Move hard drive or a Windows hard drive. This is you take the actual link, boom. But then when you do that, I'm thinking like, fuck, they can make this so much. Why can't? It's so difficult to keep going back in and reposting another video. I would have them. When you pull it up, because if you're making a 60-second clip, this is just my thinking. I'd be in the boardroom telling these motherfuckers, bro, if I'm a guy and I'm making a 60-second clip, obviously there's probably more. There's probably 3 or 4 clips that I want to get. But if we're only allowing the 60-second format, why wouldn't, when they go back into the clip, it leaves off right where they left off? So then they can have the choice to just, fuck that, I want to do another video, instead of you have to refresh it and then go repaste the link and then drag it to where it was again. If I'm only making 60 seconds at a time, in my brain I'd be like, no, as soon as, because they probably want to get multiple clips from that segment. So then I don't know, I would just make it a feature to where they logged in again, or they just refreshed it, boom, it popped up again. Not this.
So like you just mark it where you need after the 60 seconds, and then the next 60 seconds, and then you just mark it, and then we'll basically transition into those. I get you.
I gotta fucking pull it back up, drag it, and I gotta sit there in my head, wait, 52 minutes, 3 seconds. Fuck. What was the last one? No, it was 54 minutes and 44 seconds. God damn it. And then I gotta
that is why I'm learning how to code, because shit like that gets me curious.
That's 16 seconds looking for where the clip left off. That's a waste.
That's brilliant, brother, man. No, that I love the way you're thinking, because that's the reason why I'm learning how to code. Because when you learn how to code, you have a way of thinking differently. You're a problem solver, and that goes a lot. And so what you just said right there, man, that's a great idea. I don't know, either they're making that right now and it hasn't been launched, but that's because this whole streaming thing, man, like I said, this is new media, man. This thing has to be easier. Creating clips has to be like more transparent, like so much easier and whatnot. So much.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. But other than that though, man, shit. I thought it was a great show. I think every show's a great show. And what I liked about last week is
hey, look at your screen. Guess who just came on? My boy, our man, Free Change Media. What's good, fellas? Keep going. Keep up the good work. I've been a little busy working, but I haven't forgotten about y'all. Hey, man, we haven't forgotten about you either. Free Change Media. All right.
Yeah, salute to you, bro. Thank you once again. Yeah, what I realized about last week though was like I had a revelation live on the air, man, and anything that we do is gonna be tight, man. I feel very comfortable in this space. I don't like the little technical hiccup. If I didn't have my phone showing it on the side screen, I wouldn't have known. So,
oh man,
I then had to restart the stream. But the last time I restarted the stream, it actually gained more traction. I know Star does that a lot. I don't know if that's because he has issues or because he knows that if you kind of buck the system, because sometimes he'll go live, he'll start his video, and then he'll start a new one, and you click on the first link, it ain't there, and you have to go back. But it kind of brings, it's like a throwing a rock at a beehive, like zzz, and you throw like another bigger one, and it's like they all come. I don't know. I think he's saying some shit like that, but I look for the positive in that. But
it's definitely not. It's definitely haven't been perfected, but I'm pretty sure. I'm very positive about what's moving on. So what are we gonna do? So we got 2 more minutes, or do you want to go 3? Up to you. I'll leave it up to you. Should we? We haven't played any music today, or up to you.
Yeah, I think it's already going on 1 o'clock my time, bro. Shit, I'm just getting late over here.
Okay.
And I think we covered some good ground.
We did. Good, great show.
I got so much footage to edit. So anything beyond this, you know, it was like, hey, let's get the people excited for next week, and we will possibly be doing a birthday off the cuff show. At least I possibly will. If Ray taps in, he taps in. But I might be here shrooming again, guys. So if you want to see a shroomed out mess of a guy playing music and a free change wise, my plan is, especially if Ray don't tap in, I'm pretty much just gonna be a music mix show. So I'm gonna play my shit, your shit, Chino, Daigo, Xander, and S.A. Habit shit, and Young Prophet. I'm just gonna play all 6 of our shits on my birthday and fucking do shrooms, possibly.
Sound good to me, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
all right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Episode 32. We'll be back next week. The episode 33 Scottie Pippen episode.
Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah. Wilt Chamberlain though, too, no?
Wilt Chamberlain, exactly. 33.
Alonzo Mourning, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of greats. 32, 33, you know, it's big, you know.
Hey man, I kind of like that because every episode number we related to a sport, an athlete. I like that. That's fucking brilliant. I like that shit, you know. Respect. That's good.
Maybe we could, maybe that would be like one of our themes. Our go like this, you know, like this episode.
Yeah.
Like episode 36, my favorite, Jerome the Bus Bettis. Like
Jerome the Bus Bettis, the man that runs like a truck, asthmatic.
He owns 36 though. I know there's a couple other players.
Oh, for real? Like Ultra, with Chad, what's it? Ocho Cinco.
He was 35.
Owns 85. Ocho Cinco owns 85. I'm pretty sure he does, man.
Wallace was 36.
Chad Johnson.
6'2",
Shout out to you.
Wallace.
Could be, yeah.
He wore 36 for the Blazers. But like, yeah, man. That shit's funny, but even since I was a kid, I just always think in terms like that, bro. Like I see numbers, I think of like athletes, but that's just the brainwashing that we grew up with in this country.
Wait a minute. No, now you got me thinking here. Before we go, Ben Wallace's number from Detroit Pistons. What number is he? Ben Wallace?
36 too, yeah.
I think jersey number.
No, was he 50?
Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace was a fucking savage, man. He's savage.
No, he was
Ben Wallace number 6.
Oh yeah, he wore 3 too for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Yeah, yes, sir, bro. Definitely, bro.
Yes, man. Yeah. All right, man. Always, man. Free change. We always support you, man. So, anyways, my brother, man, are we cutting out this one? Because if you are, I'm gonna go cut out, and then because I know it's late where you are.
I'll let you on the back end. I when it does get early over here, because apparently there's no more time change in the history of mankind.
Man, I always was confused with that shit.
Yeah, but I guess the feds, they actually ended it, so there is no more time change in America. So but I think in a couple, probably next month, we're gonna scale it back to like 8 p.m. Just wintertime business hours, maybe 4, just after your
my church, my prayer group.
Yeah, maybe give you time.
I I come on 20 after, 30 minutes after, so I have plenty of time to prepare.
Yeah,
it's just I can't wait to hop on the show. That's why I wanna, that's why the time slot right now is perfect. But other than that, hey man, we'll make adjustments.
Yeah, but going forward, I think 8 p.m. maybe come October, November, when it starts getting dark so early and people go to bed early anyway in the wintertime, and it's just yeah, man. I think it was a good episode. I honestly and this is what we love about this, Ray. We could be here all night. We really could.
Oh fuck yeah!
But it's just because it's fun. It's just fun. It's gonna get there. But I got a lot of work.
You know what, man? What I love doing this show with you, brother, man. Sorry to interrupt, man, because we both have freaking short. Anyways, is because you make me think, bitch. You make me think, and I love to think. I love thinking. It's one of my favorite things to do. You freaking make me think, and that's the brilliance of it all. That's why I fuck with you. You know, you bring my curiosity, to the utmost level. Like, oh yeah, fucking good idea. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that motherfucker come with that? Okay, I get it. Let me think. I'm on it.
Yeah. Now we compliment each other pretty good. Hopefully, we can translate it into some real dollars and some real life. But so far, so good. 120 subs, man. Thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Long way, man. It's a long way from 38 subscribers. God damn.
Shit, we were like we freaking had a hard on when we had 31. Remember that? Oh yeah, 31 grade, man. I'm on brick, bitch.
I remember 27, and I was like, I can't wait to see 30 on the channel. And then it was like,
all right, I remember
41 people. So the journey's cool. Super small fries, like not even a drop. Like whatever's less than a drop, not even that. But it's been fun.
I mean, this is what life is all about, man. Life is in small moments, man. Small moments, the little successes, man. Cherish that shit. Like, if you have 30 subscribers, 31, if I can get excited with that, enjoy that moment. Enjoy that moment, man, because you're not gonna have it again.
Well, this is how I know that this is a true one, is because I'm keeping the same energy pretty much. Well, hopefully getting better and more excited energy as I go on. But like, whether it was 10 subscribers or 100 or 1,000, like this shit's fun, bro. And I just keep the same like what's up, like who's getting on, who, you know what I mean? Just it's as it's molding, it's just I'm getting more comfortable with it. Usually like I go on my spirit a lot, bro. If something was wrong with this channel, or like if I just didn't feel right in this chair, bro, I would not be here. It's as simple as that. I'd be like,
oh yeah,
I'd be like, hey. I'm like, nah, I tried it, dog. Like, there's just something I can't do it right. I can't just go on like sitting there. It's just weird. It's awkward. I ain't got shit.
Yeah.
But there's none of that. Even when I do the worst self-talk to myself, there's still like a gym on the very end of the shit. Under all that little shit, still like a little gym that's like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah. Because what we do, let's just let everybody knows here. What me and Harris do is that this is Thursday. Come tomorrow, Friday, guarantee. We and I are freaking watching the whole show, reviewing everything. And when I review it, like honestly, it's hard to watch yourself. I look at myself, I'm going, fuck, man, I can't stand looking at your ass. Like, I hate the sound of your voice. All that. I'm very hard on myself, right? So I watch you. I observe you. I pay attention to your shit, like, okay, and this and that. And I hope you do the same thing for me too. I hope you're watching me and everything, and then we watch it again and we see that. And when I do that, I go, you know what? We got something here, man. It's like fucking Abbott and Costello, you know what I'm saying? Like the whether you call the word dichotomy, the synergy. I appreciate, man. I appreciate you, my brother, man. I appreciate you with all my heart, man. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Nah, you're welcome, man. Yeah. And that's how humble I am, is like, I don't even need a thank you. It's just like, it's like, okay. It's like, it's just, but you're welcome. It's like, okay. It's just like another day. Like,
I know, right? Because I know your fucking ass, man. You're the hardest person to take a compliment. I get it, man. Like, I'm not used to it. You give me a compliment, I'm like, motherfucker, you lie. You gay, motherfucker? What? You're pervert, motherfucker? Like, what? Tell me I'm an asshole. Tell me I'm a dirtbag. Tell me I'm a loser. I'm like, hey, I'm okay. I get that. But you tell me all the good shit about me. I'm like, motherfucker, wait a minute. You trying to rob me, bitch? That's just my street sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, man. And that gives me a motivation too. The people tapping in, drunk, wise, the artists that we support. Like even though it's just not your music, the fact that you still appreciate it and everything, and at the end of the day, just see the concept, man. It might not be the best concept, and might not be nothing, but as long as people try, bro. Period. Just try something. Doesn't matter, bro. If you want to fucking.
That's why we have it every week. Every week, because if you fuck up the week before, you could always make it up the week after. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And every week gives us a chance to go on and get better and get people on. We had somebody new on the channel today, so that was a plus. You know, so and then all these people we got on the show making the connection. We're building that. You know, I'm calling it the Hide Crew, man. Hide Crew, man. You know.
Yeah, the Hide Crew. Yep.
Hide Crew. You know, just kind of that's my little tribe. You know, the Hide Crew, man. You know, he's over here.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Or the talk teach
truth. Yeah.
Truthers.
I know people are probably going, oh yeah, talk to truth. How many times have we heard that? When are you gonna fucking launch your shit? Because I need the money right now, okay? But anyways, but the thing is this: I put the carriage before the horse, motherfuckers. Okay, I got all my handles, I got my email, I got all my social media handles, my YouTube channel, and all that stuff. The only thing I don't have now is the hosting and of course website. There was a time when I had my own website, didn't fucking know what to do with it. I was by myself. But with Harris is Drinking Again, I'm learning as I go. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And before you know it, Talk Teach Truth will be launching and we'll have another show. And when the link Harris is Drinking Again with Talk Teach Truth and all that stuff and all the good and the dream will come true.
If you go subscribe to Talk Teach Truth, though, what we're gonna do, because we started making the clips, I figured out how to post clips like the best of them, like Mike Tyson's hot team does a hot boxing. I got the clips on the Instagram, Harry_2scary, and I shoot all the clips over to Ray. I got about 20 more. I'm gonna send to him this week. He's posting those on his YouTube.
Yes, I am.
As the shorts. So nonetheless, but that's what I was talking about. Now, even you do the shorts a little bit at a time. Now you're in the process of monetization. At least your channel's seeing that boom. The algorithms were feeding it that oil, that thing. And so if you guys go subscribe to both channels, that'd be dope. And then you'll just see the content coming, and then and then you keep tapping in, and the next thing you know, it's growing like a forest fire, man. And then we got this big old network of artists, and because I'm trying to get it to like where when I get invited to go do a podcast with somebody, let's say like whoever invites me to like come out to Houston and like do our podcast, like Harris is Drinking and Donnie Houston or some shit, like one of these YouTubers that's killing this cat Donnie Houston, dope as fuck. Donnie Houston TV on YouTube. I've been following him for years, and this is a young brother that just from Texas, bro. Features nothing but all like local Texas artists. Nothing. It's all like local shit. But he has all the legends on there, and but not that I'm for Texas per se, but like I have just visions of linking up with these bigger YouTubers, and that's my chance to bring, to reach my hand out. Hey, man. Right. Because I'm coming through, I'm gonna bring Wise X. I'm gonna bring a Chino boy with me. Sure. You know what I mean? And like, even if they're not on the show, or just like you bring people there and like sit soak game. If I gotta go somewhere, oh, you're not gonna be on the show today. I'm not even tripping, bro. I'll just sit in the back like peep gang, like fucking. I just want to be there with y'all motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Hey, we're creating New Hollywood, motherfucker. We're creating fucking New Hollywood, man. We are reorganizing the entertainment industry in its purest form.
Yeah.
Because when not just I give props to my boys, man. when they bring their friends like Devin and freaking Jordan and these guys right here, they got fired. Like I'm talking amazing spin. Now you know me. I've been listening to hip hop to rappers since gosh in the 80s. And I don't know what it is. I just got this I don't know. I just got this ability to freaking judge them. I don't know what that is, what that even means. But when my boys, my sons introduced these artists to me and I heard them at first, I'm going, yeah, okay, let's see what this motherfucker. Man, I heard them going, what the fuck just happened? The fuck is this guy? And what is he doing? I just want to give people the opportunity, to become what they want to become in this art form. And I truly believe that our network, our platform is going to bring that up, and yeah, so that's what it is, man. Like, if you're out there producing music, man, what the fuck are you doing with music? I mean, are you just posting it on YouTube and then not being monetized? Well, if you don't know, fuck with us, man. And we'll teach you what we know.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to close it out on Podbean. Thank you to the Podbean listeners as we come up on 4 hours on Podbean. A really great show. Bagman, Max H. We got 10 listeners up in the building. We got some likes.
Ooh, nice. 10.
8 people engaged with us tonight. Shout out to Depression. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. When I get off, hopefully I see 121 or something, girl.
Yeah, I hope Depression, you get off your depression. Do we have an anxiety going over there? No. Yeah, I like that.
Really dope.
That's cool.
I went and followed her back. So Podbean, we'll see y'all next week. And let me end this real quick on Podbean. That's another, before we end here, Ray, I'll talk to you on the back end. There's a couple things. I found out some other intel. I'll talk to you on the back end when we have our talks. But it's time to start posting the strictly audio version of the podcast on these other podcasts, Apple, Spotify. But I've been looking into that and see it's gonna open up another can of worms, but we'll save this for next week. But as this channel grows, you see we got the music, we got the little vibe, everything. But now in this day of monetization, like we're slipping if we're just thinking, oh, YouTube. This is the video and the audio, but I download the audio, and this shit should be like we're just slipping if it's not available. Like promoting on the YouTube and Facebook and Twitch is cool, but yeah, but the Stream Deck, everything, and that's what it's all gonna come together to where the links are under one. I'll probably have to sign up for a link tree. That's another service out there that they take all your fucking social media, for 20 of them, LinkedIn to Apple to Spotify to YouTube they take all of your shit, and it's one post. Like you just post one time and they just shoot it out to all the motherfuckers for you.
So in other words, you one post and they broadcast it to all your social media profile or handles.
That's
fucking dope.
Which is what a lot of, like, again, man, that's what these big guys are doing, bro. If we want to really play in this space, it's like we gotta pay this shit. We gotta pay the memberships. We gotta like really utilize the shit that they're doing, because it's time consuming, bro. I had my Instagram story flooded like for 2 days in a row, and then it's just then trying to keep up with that, and then fucking Twitch, and then it's so much. But so I'm learning all these companies and these different tools that are out there that, if you don't have a manager, if you don't have a team per se, it's like I might have to sign up for a link tree type shit. They shoot it out for you. You can go in there and customize. There's another company, you customize posts. Like 12 o'clock, you want to post like a kind of bright, vibrant good morning, post. And then it's like at 4 o'clock, you could do another post, like, a different kind of style, a narrative, and they do it for you. There's a lot of services that will like post around the clock. You could set a timeline every 4 hours. Your social media is posting for you
Oh damn! So you can actually go on the very west coast and then roll it back to the hours of the east coast whatsoever, and it just on a timely basis that shit's just gonna roll through. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Wow.
just wherever you are, just wherever time it is in that world. But yeah, like you'll set it to where like, hey, check out episode 32. Like every 4 hours, it
Yeah,
will just post for me,
yeah,
and then
yeah. I was also doing some research, man. Podcast right now, it's heavy for travel for commuters, man. I mean, it's like they listen to podcasts, and they don't have to see it because you're gonna cause an accident. So when you're talking about just audio,
yeah,
and they just want to hear like it's like talk show host. I mean, that's the new thing now.
yeah.
Or when you're working out.
But luckily, so I'm gonna start extracting the audio file of each show, and
That's great.
there's certain restrictions, certain platforms, the audio has to be this and this, but we'll figure all that out. But yeah, going forward, man, that's another thing we gotta do. It says, hey, listen to the podcast, and I've been listening to it back without watching the video to get a different. That's what I do when I drive to work and stuff. I just listen, and
Right.
it's not bad, not bad.
Really? It's entertaining still?
Isn't that? Yeah.
Are you saying that because it's us, man? Because we're freaking narcissistic, fucking arrogant motherfuckers, man? Are you just saying that because because you love us, some us, or
Yeah.
you really saying that we're really entertaining? Because I get myself trapped now. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Wait, show. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't freaking get all glorified because you're a freaking narcissistic fuck, and just you love me some you, and you and Dakota, that's your boy. So are you saying that when you listen to this from your, because you have a what? Because it takes you about what, good 30 minutes from work back home and shit like that? About
Yeah,
30, 40 minutes drive.
yeah, but yeah,
So
yeah.
and then when you hear it, I mean, are you entertained even though we ain't got we
Yeah.
really ain't got no format?
No, like for the most part, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with the growth, it'll be it can only get better, bro. We can't really go down. It's not like we can fall off. It's like we literally came up from the mud to where we can only get better. It's not like this is the worst the show is gonna get. It's just me and you.
That's true. No, you're right about that, brother.
That's what I was.
Yeah, this is the worst the show's gonna get. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was thinking about
Yeah.
last Thursday. That's why I got so much. I got so much clarity from it because I was like, wait a minute. Sometimes we be stressing too much, bro, and it is because we're ego fucking driven. But every great person is. But this is from nothing, and we're already getting some traction in here and everything, and the people are like really fucking with it. And I'm drunk last week, really telling us like, nah, you guys are doing it, your background, everything, like. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is entry level, so this is the worst, like, because from here, I'm only getting better equipment, only finding out better knowledge. Like it can't get any worse. So if you don't like it now, you probably might like it in a year from now or 2 years. Like,
no, great point.
We can't really fall off
about it. That
yeah. Like, because our conversation is only going to get better.
Well, that's good to know.
Watching ourselves time after time, learning about the pauses, our little stuff, that just comes better with time. So it's like, check that off. And then the aesthetics, little money, little shit that we need to do, and check that off. Like, but the actual show where I'm listening to it, that just comes again with guests, better guests, more consistent guests, artists. But when all that comes, oh man, this is money in the bank. Yeah, that was my feeling. It's money in the bank.
I believe you 100%. Yeah. Wow. Well, I tell you what, we went over the time limit as we always do. So I'm gonna punch out, and if you wanna talk after, we'll do that. We'll go over, and we're a creature of habit. So I know you and I are gonna assess this tomorrow and have conversation. And again, we're gonna be overcritical about ourselves, but that's just our nature.
Yeah.
So okay.
Now I'll let you back in here.
All right.
Maybe a few minutes or something.
All right, my brother, man.
We'll wrap up.
All right, man. All right, everybody. Good looking out. All right. Peace.
All right. We'll see you, brother. Way. Brother Ray next week on episode 033. And yes, as usual, we go over a little time slot once in a while, but it's all good. 3.5 hour show, putting in that work. Thank you to everybody tapping in. WiseXL, Source Jedi, up in the chat. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but we came through. It ultimately was a great show. We will see y'all next week. There possibly will be an off-the-cuff show. Y'all get the notification. Hit that like, subscribe, and tap in with us, man. We out this bitch. See y'all next week. This has been the Harry's Drinking Again podcast. Salusha Modas. See you next week, bitch.